National Anthem comes your way courtesy of Bob Allen, Motor Mall in the hometown radio network. 859-238 WHIR 238-9447 as we do a little birthday party celebrating on the Joe Show this morning. Birthdays look like this. Karen Bodner celebrates a birthday today. So does Sheila Best, Ty Knoll, Seth Ransdell, and DeAndre Logan. We have 5 names down on this morning's birthday list on July the 31st. Call them in. Karen Bodner, Sheila Best, Ty Knoll, Seth Ransdell, and DeAndre Logan. 859-238-WHIR to be a part of the show this morning. 238-9447. Call them in. Let's celebrate in the Joe Show together today. It's a Thursday. It's the 31st day of July, 073125 on your calendar, and so glad you're on the Joe Show on this Thursday morning. It's a typical Thursday morning show we have lined up for you. First guest comes on here this morning at 7:40 with the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. It's Casey Bird who will call in this morning, and we'll have her on at 7:40. 7:50, Mimi Becker, Danville, Boyle County Chamber of Commerce joins the show. We'll see what's going on with Mimi, Chamber of Commerce, Danville County Arts Commission will join us this morning, see what's going on with Mimi. She's got some events coming up to let us know about, and she actually has invited me to one of those events, so I'm excited to find out more about this. That'll be at 7:50 this morning. 8 o'clock in the morning hour this morning here on the Joe Show on this Thursday morning. We'll have Randyisms at 8:20. Randy Graham gives us his thoughts. 8:40, James the Gardener joins us in the garden. We'll see what's going on with James. 9 o'clock in the morning hour this morning, 9:10. We expect to have the Mercer County Pioneer Days Festival to call in. They were not able to yesterday. Hopefully they can today. That'll be at 9:10 this morning. And at 9:35 on this Thursday, the last day of the month, July 31st, we've got a Morning Point Thursday for you. That's the rundown of today's show. We'd love to have you on. Our phone number to call in is 859-238-WHIR. That's 238-9447. We're going to start you off this morning, as we always do, taking a look at early morning sports. And here it is, coming your way next on the Joe Show. The Reds make a trade with an intra-divisional rival. The Mariners get a coveted bat, and the Cardinals trade a closer. The MLB hot stove is heating up, and those are the headlines on this Thursday morning, trade deadline day in Major League Baseball. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Thursday morning sports, starting off in baseball with your Reds, where the Reds have acquired third baseman Ke'Bryan Hayes from the Pittsburgh Pirates, the team announced yesterday. The Pirates are receiving reliever Taylor Rogers and shortstop prospect Sammy Stafura in the trade. Hayes, who's 28, has 5 more years of club control after this year, thanks to the 8-year, $70 million deal he signed in 2022. He's a 2023 Gold Glove winner at third base, has played in 100 games for the Pirates this season, owns a .236 average and an OPS of .569. He has hit just 2 home runs so far this year. He might be the best defender in baseball, Reds manager Terry Francona said. If not, he's right there. He's that good. We're trying to find ways to get better, and sometimes it might not be the sexiest move, but we care so much about trying to play clean baseball, and this will be a huge step in that direction, said Francona. Staying in Major League Baseball, the Seattle Mariners have acquired Eugenio Suarez from the Diamondbacks. They made their splash yesterday on the eve of the trade deadline. Suarez has 36 home runs and 87 RBIs. He's on pace to become the first player traded in season to finish with 50 home runs since Mark McGwire in 1996. He's been on fire the past 12 months, clubbing 53 home runs with 134 RBIs RBIs in the last 161 games beginning on July the 28th of 2024, including a 4-home run game in April, which tied the Major League Baseball record. Mariners third basemen have totaled just 5 home runs and 35 RBIs this year. Staying in Major League Baseball, where the Mets have landed perhaps the most coveted relief pitcher on the market as the MLB trade deadline draws near. The Cardinals have traded right-hander Ryan Helsley to the Mets in exchange for prospects Jesus Baez, Nate Dome, and Frank Eliasalt. Helsley first took over closing duties in St. Louis in 2022 and has enjoyed a highly successful run in the role, racking up a Major League leading 49 saves last season while pitching to an ERA of 2.04. He's endured some rocky outings this season, however, as the Cardinals have faded from the playoff picture. He has 21 saves and a 3.00 ERA on the season, but has been much better over the past 6 months. Since June 15th, Helsley has allowed only 1 run in his last 11 innings. And Shohei Ohtani seemingly pulled himself from his start against the Reds yesterday in the 4th inning following a stretch of 6 straight balls. Ohtani, who took the mound for the first time as a Dodger on June 16th, has had a slow ramp-up back to pitching. Entering Wednesday, he had maxed out at 3 innings pitched, allowing 2 runs and 6 starts and striking out 13 batters to 3 walks surrendered. The 3-time MVP expressed discomfort Wednesday in the top of the 4th and spoke to the Dodgers training staff and manager Dave Roberts, briefly covering his mouth with his glove before being pulled from the game. The two-way star kicked at the mound while talking, but what caused the apparent discomfort was unclear. He was seen sitting in the dugout after being removed following a brief stint in the clubhouse. Those are the headlines in this Thursday morning. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR, AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? With a wide range of products and services, we are here to provide you friendly, expert service for all of your banking needs. This is Rita McIntyre for Boyle, Garrett, and Mercer counties. As part of your community, we are committed to building solid, long-term relationships. Call me at 859-733-4963. Let us show you what uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Do you set a good safety example for your child on the farm? Your child will respond to your concern for safety if they see you practicing safety in your daily routine. Always follow the one seat, one rider rule by not allowing any extra riders. Stop equipment when a non-working person approaches. Follow all equipment safety instructions and remember to reinforce safety rules. These simple acts will help ensure your child is aware that safety comes first on the farm.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, Rayleigh Jumpus, it's brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision auto body repair. Head to the mechanics over at Dabbs. Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Dillahay. Get a free estimate, and they work with their insurance company fixing water leaks, window motor repairs, cell damage, and paintless dent repair. Danville Auto Body Shop. Mostly sunny, 93 is the high, 67 is the low. 100 degrees is the heat index, and after this evening, we really cool down about 10 to 15 degrees lower than what we've been over the last week. 82 is the high tomorrow, 83 on Saturday, 83 on Sunday. Right now, 6:23 in the morning, 74 degrees. It is Thursday. It's the 31st day of this month of July, and we're happy to have you on the show this morning. 859-238-9447 to call in as we take a look at what celebrities are having birthdays on this Thursday, July the 31st. Those famous people having famous birthdays on this famous day. And here we go. Celebrity birthdays looking like this. Starting off on this date out in Hollywood 63 years ago, where Wesley Snipes was born. Been in New Jack City, I should say. White Men Can't Jump, Major League, Passenger 57, and the Blade trilogy, as well as Undisputed. Wesley Snipes, 63 years old today.
And even though they had boxing in a place like this.
Well, it's a special program. We only get bouts every 6 months. Mostly we fight guys from other prisons.
How long you been on top?
10 years. Ever since I got in here.
Wesley Snipes, 63 years old today. Author J.K. Rowling, the Harry Potter series author, is 60 years old today. Dallas Mavericks owner and Shark Tank panelist Mark Cuban turns 67 years old today. And the late TV producer Bill Todman would have had a birthday today as well. He would have been 109 if he was still with us. Along with game show producing and the partner of Mark Goodman, they produced some of the largest running game shows in history. Their many shows included Beat the Clock, Card Sharks, Family Feud, Match Game, Password, Tattletales, The Price is Right, To Tell the Truth, and What's My Line. Bill Todman born on this date, 1916. Celebrity birthdays on this Thursday, the 31st day of July. There they are.
In country music.
All right then, Mr. Voice. It was on this day, country music history, looking back at the year 1964, where a private aircraft piloted by Jim Reeves crashed during a thunderstorm near Nashville, Tennessee. Both Reeves and business partner Dean Manuel were killed in that crash. It was on this day, country music history, 1981, where Alabama went number one on the country charts with their song Feels So Right. And it was on this day, country music history, 2001, Blake Shelton released his debut studio album, an album called Austin. And that's what's gone on. I guess it wasn't called Austin, but it featured Austin. And that's what's gone on this day, July 31st. Country music history. Starting off on this day back in 1964, where Jim Reeves and his business partner Dean Manuel, a sad day in country music. A plane crash killed both Jim Reeves and Dean Manuel.
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone.
Both their bodies found 2 days later following a massive search for the 2 missing men. Reeves became known as a practitioner of the Nashville sound, a mixture of older country and popular music. And his songs continued to chart for years after his death. Jim Reeves, died on this date, 1964.
And you can tell your friend there with you, he'll have to go. Whisper to me, tell me, do you love me true? Or is he holding you the way I do?
There you go, Jim Reeves on this date, 1964. It was on this date, country music history, 1981, where Alabama went number one on the country charts with this one.
Whisper to me softly, breathe words upon my skin.
Name of the song, Feels So Right, the title track from their second album, which was their first number one album on Billboard's album chart. So they had a couple of number one singles from this album. The album itself went number one. On this date, 1981, Feels So Right went number one on the country charts.
Press your lips
And it was on this day, country music history in the year 2001, where Blake Shelton released his debut album entitled Austin.
3 rings and an answering machine. is what she got. If you're calling about the car ride.
This from the lead-off single from that album, which reached number 1 on Billboard's Hot Country Singles and Tracks charts. On this day, 2001, Blake Shelton went number 1 for the first time in his career with a single, Austin.
If it's anybody else, wait for the tone, you know what to do. And P.S., if this is Austin, I still love you.
There you go, Blake Shelton. Jim Reeves and Alabama have made their mark on this date, July 31st in country music history, 30 seconds away from K&N Bottom Hour News.
What kind of man would hang on that long? What kind of love that must be?
Do you need a loan to start that new home remodeling project? Maybe you are buying a new home or refinancing your existing home. Whatever type of loan you need, Farmers National Bank is here to help you. Getting started is easy. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford, and talk to a member of our lending staff. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Some restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
A proposed settlement between one of the state's biggest utilities and the state of Kentucky has aim on protecting Kentuckians' wallets. Scott Hooper has the story.
Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman announced a proposed settlement between LG&E and KU that could save taxpayers close to $775 million, according to the AG's office. Under the terms of the settlement, the utility will construct 2 new natural gas combined cycle units at Mill Creek and Brown Station. The company will also expand the lifespan of 2 coal plants, allowing them to continue operations, and the companies have agreed not to pursue construction on battery storage facilities. I'm Scott Hooper.
Lexington Mayor Linda Gorton says she's running for a 3rd term. Gorton announced her re-election bid on Wednesday, saying she loves the community and wants to finish what she started. If elected and she completes the term, she'd be the first mayor in city history to serve 3 full terms. Gorton says violent crime is down, but more work is needed, including finalizing a new government center to replace the current city building. The election will be held in November of 2026. In Pulaski County, a traffic stop led to a major meth bust. Deputies say 57-year-old Lanny Dobbs was already under investigation when he was pulled over in Shopville. Inside his vehicle, detectives found syringes, digital scales, and more than 50 grams of meth, some hidden in the engine compartment. Dobbs, a repeat offender, is now facing multiple felony charges. And in Johnson County, WHIR Castle Fire and Rescue posted to social media that they're merging with the Thielka Volunteer Fire Department. Fire officials say they'll turn the Thielka Volunteer Department into a 4th station, but community volunteers are needed to keep it open. I'm Travis Laird.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The day you look forward to every year is happening this Saturday, 11 to 2 in Danville at Kurtzinger Sunrise Outfitters on Stanford Road. It's their annual Customer Appreciation Day, celebrating their 53rd anniversary. Stop by and register to win door prizes. You must be present to win these. They give them away like every 20 minutes. Plus, they have free caps, free t-shirts, free fishing rods, free burgers, free hot dogs, free Pepsi products, and a free bounce house for the kids. Free cotton candy. Plus, new this year is an inflatable axe-throwing game for the kids. Don't fail to register at Kurtzinger Sunrise Outfitters for one of 3 super grand prizes. You don't have to be present to win these. A Hoyt Torex bow, $800 value. A Matthews lift bow, a $1,500 value. And last but not least, a Raven Cross bow, $1,800 value. It's our annual Customer Appreciation Day, the 53rd anniversary of Kurtzinger Sunrise Outfitters, this Saturday in Danville on Stanford Road. Broadcast live 11 to 2 on Z105.
Experience family fun with a Kentucky twist at Kentucky Kingdom Theme and Water Park. New for 2025, surround yourself with the beauty of Kentucky as you explore Discovery Meadow, a delightful new adventure featuring exciting new rides, beloved characters, and tasty treats to savor. Create unforgettable family memories while celebrating the bold spirit of Kentucky. Get 2 days of fun for one great price. Buy online only for just $49.99 at KentuckyKingdom.com/special offer.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Families are invited to discover the joy of mountain biking at this Saturday's Trail Adventure Quest. It'll take place at the WHIR Mountain Bike Trail in Danville and will offer 5th through 12th grade students and their parents the chance to meet coaches from Danville's composite mountain bike team and learn about the mountain bike opportunities, of which there are many here in this area. If you're interested, you can find out more information online at KentuckyMTB.org. Boyle County Schools families are asked to complete their household income form for this school year. Only one form per household is needed and could help you qualify for school fee assistance, family resource and youth service center support, and future EBT benefits. You can find the link to that online at the Boyle County Schools Facebook page. A former Danville grad is returning back home to perform a recital. It's this Sunday where Danville High School grad Kimberly Milburn will return back to the school for her first performance there since she graduated. Milburn, a mezzo-soprano, will sing music with themes of love and hope, beginning with Italian songs and Mexican folk songs, followed by songs by famous composers and classical musical theater. Tickets are $17 in advance and $20 at the door, and free for Danville students. Go to KimberlyMilburn.com for ticket information. And the countdown is on. It's almost hard to believe, but 3 weeks from tomorrow is the start of the high school football season. Hometown Radio will, of course, be your home for Danville, Boyle County, Garrett County, and Mercer County football. Danville games will be on WHIR, Boyle games on Z105, WRNZ-FM, Mercer games on WHBN, and Garrett County games on HometownLive.net and delayed on Z105. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Former CIA officer Jason Hansen here. In my line of work, I've seen firsthand how fast the world can change. With rising geopolitical tensions and inflation eating your buying power, it's time to take action. For me, that means gold. And for gold, I exclusively trust Advantage Gold. I urge you to do the same. Call them now at 800-900-8000 for a free gold guide to discover the security that comes with owning precious metals. Again, call 800-900-8000 today.
Paid for by Advantage Gold. Performance may vary. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Always consult your financial and tax professional.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? A man age 50 non-tobacco user can obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $110 per month. Level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, there are great rates available for you as well. Call Term Busters for a quote. 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, call Term Busters. 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate for preferred non-tobacco rate class. Exam required to qualify.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's coming your way courtesy of the Big Deals online store, HometownLive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts, up to 50% every single day. The Big Deals online store, HometownLive.net. Sunshine today, a high of 93. Heat index into the triple digits at 100. And then we cool off for tomorrow. Partly sunny and 82. Saturday sunny and 83. Sunday sunny and 83. Right now it's 6:37 in the morning. It's 73 degrees. Thursday, the 31st day of the month of July. Larry Vought's got Vought's Views for you. What's up, Larry?
Vought's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
Getting a verbal commitment from Cincinnati Moeller quarterback Matt Ponatowski was a huge boost for Kentucky coach Mark Stoops. It also helped Kentucky baseball coach Nick Mingione because Ponatowski is also an elite baseball player. But for Kentucky football fans hoping that Ponatowski could be the miracle worker UK needs at quarterback, think back to Cutter Boley and the excitement he created when he committed to UK. Most Kentucky fans thought Boley was going to be the quarterback that Stoops and his staff would develop and stop the trend to almost always going to the transfer portal for a starting quarterback. Boley certainly thought that after the 2024 season when he turned down chances to transfer to a big-time school to stay at Kentucky. However, Stoops and his staff went out and brought in quarterback Zach Calzada to play his 7th year of college football at UK.
Vought's Views will return in a moment.
At Channel, we always show up for our farmers. Is that tar spot or rust?
Incoming!
Definitely rust.
Rick, how did you?
Dropping in to check on your crop, Bill. Let's call your agronomist before that rust can hurt your yield.
That sounds great, but when did you learn to skydive?
Self-taught, Bill. Kind of a prodigy.
From personalized insights to year-round support, Channel Seed pros always show up. Visit channel.com to learn more. Channel, all in, all season. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other steward.
Probably Mark Stoops' biggest weakness at Kentucky has been an inability to sign and develop a big-time quarterback. When you have a revolving door at offensive coordinator, it's hard to take a high school signee and develop him. Maybe Cutter Bowley will still be that guy. Maybe in 2 years, Matt Ponataski will be that guy. Stoops turns into a big-time SEC quarterback. All I know is that it sure seems like it would be beneficial to the UK if it could develop a quarterback, but from all we have seen, that may never happen under Mark Stoops.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Larry Von Fox Views Mondays through Fridays right here on The Joe Show. Hey, we talked about this story yesterday. The man who proposed to his fiance, I guess now wife, but at that point his girlfriend, 43 times before she finally said yes. He kept on proposing. She kept on rejecting him, but they kept on staying together, and she finally said yes. A woman going viral for finally accepting her boyfriend's marriage proposal after 43 attempts at it.
Want to show her how you really feel? Then give her 43 separate engagement rings from OK Jewelers. Yes, our package of 43 inexpensive rings will allow you to propose so many times that she gets so annoyed that she has no choice but to say yes.
Hey, honey, will you marry me?
No.
Okay, how about now?
No.
Hey, honey, will you marry me?
No.
Oh, man, that's sad. Will you marry me?
I said no.
Gotcha. Will you marry me?
Okay, enough already. I'll marry you.
Nice. Thanks, OK Jewelers.
You're welcome. OK Jewelers. Ask her to marry you over and over again until she says yes.
Every kiss begins with OK.
There you go, OK Jewelers. Let's see what's going on in this morning's world of absolute good. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are, and I am right there with you. These stories remind us of the silver line in the cloud over all of our heads. My way of sharing the good news with you. Hopefully you'll go do the same for somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up on the piano. It's a little Floyd Kramer action for you on this Thursday morning. And here we go. Story number one coming from, let's see, does it tell us where? Minnesota, Denison, Minnesota, where Danielle and Nick Haugen prepared their home and farm to protect their unborn son after learning he had bubble boy disease, a rare genetic immune condition. Their son JJ was born in December, received a life-saving bone marrow transplant from an anonymous donor in March. After months of treatment and support from their community, the Haugens have returned home with JJ and are now advocating for others to join the bone marrow registry. A baby born with what's known as bubble boy disease received a life-saving bone marrow transplant from an anonymous donor. Danielle Hagen says her son wouldn't be alive without that bone marrow donation.
Without our donor, we would not be standing here with our son alive. I thank our donor, whoever she is, and I hope to meet her one day, for saving JJ's life.
Story number two coming from Chicago, where Chicago 8-year-old named Matteo Nicasio recently gave $23 of his birthday money to a homeless woman, an act of kindness that went viral after his mom shared the moment online. As the video spread, supporters offered Matteo gifts, but he chose instead to start a crowdfund to help more people in need. The campaign has grown into a broader effort to spread kindness, with 100% of donations going toward direct support for struggling individuals. And story number three coming from Pittsburgh, where over 43,000 Pittsburgh residents will have more than $58 million in medical debt eliminated through a partnership between the city and the nonprofit Undo Medical Debt. The program, initiated by 2023 legislation, targets residents with low incomes or high medical debt relative to their income. Forgiveness is automatic, and recipients will be notified by mail that their debt has been paid starting this week. The good news: the City of Pittsburgh nonprofit combined to pay off $58 million in medical debt for 43,000 residents. A boy gives birthday money to a homeless woman, inspiring a wave of kindness. And a bone marrow transplant saves a baby boy with bubble boy disease. That's what's going on in this morning's world of absolute good, folks. Joey Kramer, take us home, buddy. It's all yours. Sylvester at Sunrise and PRN's Garage Pass is coming up next on The Joe Show.
David is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years, and I'm from Flowery Branch, Georgia. When I first started taking Prevagen, I noticed stuff just seemed to come together and fit like a jigsaw puzzle. When I have customers come in, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription. And I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works. I wouldn't recommend something like Prevagen if I didn't think it was worth it, because it works so good for me. And I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really works so good. Makes my day.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Just adjust the tracks. As you advance, you continue to get a higher payout.
Obviously, a win would solve all of our problems.
I'm Mark Darrow, and this is PRN's Garage Pass.
At Napa, we are the pros that know electrical systems are complex. That's why we deliver solutions that keep it simple. From starters and alternators to premium batteries and the testers to diagnose them, Napa provides the high-quality products your customers can count on. Whether you're a local shop or managing a national fleet, Napa has the new or remanufactured electrical parts to keep your business powered up and running strong. Find your parts right now at Napa.
The first in-season tournament took some weird turns right off the bat, but most everyone believes the 5-race run was a success. It was the brainchild of Denny Hamlin, and he was asked what he'd like to see done to improve it.
Paying for advancing. I think you would probably get more buy-in from drivers. You got to create a bigger pool of money there to then do that. You still need to make it big for the winner, but certainly feel like it was all implemented fairly well this year. Just adjust the tracks, maybe adjust the payout. As you advance, you continue to get a higher payout, and then you move from there.
Couldn't agree more, and we certainly don't need 2 road races. With Bubba Wallace becoming the 13th different Cup Series winner, currently only 3 drivers can make the playoff on points. Alex Bowman is 1 driver and 63 points above the cut line.
Just trying to be on the right side of things. Obviously, a win would solve all of our problems, but we're back up to 9th in points. And, the last month or so, we've been doing a lot of the right things, and just glad to have some progress in the right direction.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
I have a lot of respect for Richard Childress and Austin Hill, but you know what? I think NASCAR did the right thing suspending him for a race and taking away his playoff points. Hooking somebody, we all know, in the right rear and sending them into the wall head-on is the biggest no-no among race drivers. You just can't do it. Thankfully, Eric Almirola wasn't hurt, but he could have been. There's now a good chance that a split-second decision made in anger could cost Hill any chance at winning the Xfinity Series championship this year. That would indeed be a high price to pay for a choice Hill, I'm sure, would love to have back. PRN's Garage Pass, not narrow-minded, Garrow-minded.
This is Randy Gipp Graham. If you want to start your weekend off in a winning way, propelling you into a new work week, then join with our team every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock on the Kentucky Power Hour. Sure, we talk current events, politics, a little sports, and a lot about leadership, but with you, the listener, in mind. So start your day off in a winning way.
Rise and shine, champions.
right here on the Happy Station, WHIR.
The Kentucky Power Hour on AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR, AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
Ever notice how happy a bird looks perched on your power line? The reason the bird can sit on the power line is that he isn't touching the ground or any other grounded object. We, on the other hand, can't afford to be so carefree. So when you're working outside, the folks at your local electric cooperative remind you to avoid power lines. Always look up and to all sides before hoisting metal ladders and tree pruners into position. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, Rayleigh Jofus, it's brought to you by our friends at Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. They proudly represent the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Call Mark or Chris, they'll give you a free quote. 859-236-6686, Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance. All right, sunshine today. Things are looking a little better weather-wise today, as in, like, we're not, more than likely not going to get a whole lot of rain. That's going to end up cooling us down. We're just going to cool down on our own as we get 100 as the heat index today, and then, just a 30% chance of rain for it tonight. It was percentage chances way up there earlier this week. It's dropped down to 30%. Cool down's coming nonetheless. 82 on Friday, 83 on Saturday, 83 on Sunday, 6:52 in the morning, and we are looking at 74 degrees, 100% hilarious. So bad they're good. Warning, these may make you cringe. It's time for everyone's sixth favorite segment on the Joe Show every morning. It is the dad joke of the day. Here it is.
Dad joke of the day.
All right, the dad joke of the day. We have 3 kids, and as you have more kids, you kind of get less and less concerned about stuff. And here's a good example of that. When the first child eats dirt, the dad calls the doctor. When the second child eats dirt, the middle child, the dad cleans out their mouth. That's not good. We'll clean your mouth out. When the third child eats dirt, the dad wonders, do I still need to make lunch? The dad joke of the day, Mondays through Fridays, right here on the Joe Show, WHIR Danville News Talk Sports.
Welcome to the planet of the apps. Okay, wait a minute. Do you imagine yourself in memes and other people's videos? You in that jet cockpit instead of Tom Cruise? Or maybe you in the video instead of Beyonce or Taylor Swift or your favorite artist. You can do it now. How about animating photos, making them appear to sing and talk? You can do it with Reface. It's called the Face Swap app. REFACE. Everybody's raving about this. It's the advanced top-rated face swap, and so many of the big artists are using this, but they have the secret. I found it out. With Reface, will absolutely floor you as you morph your face, switch it with celebrities. You can switch it and become the new person in a popular TV show or whatever. Find yourself doing whatever you want with Reface. It's this face swap technology, and you can have it now. It's free in the App Store. REFACE, 5-star rated. Reface. Right here with Rick Dees and this molten magma every day. We call it the Planet of the Apps.
Yes, we do. The Planet of the Apps, Mondays through Fridays on the Joe Show, leads us into this morning's Country Comic Spotlight, where Smiley Joe Wiley's in the spotlight this morning. Smiley Joe Wiley talking about how his family has a little dysfunction in it, but he says he thinks every family does. Smiley Joe Wiley in the Country Comic Spotlight. Here he is.
I'm so glad to be away from my family. I'm serious, I love them, but I got a dysfunctional family. We all got dysfunctional family members. We got them. I got an uncle that died, man. He owed me $88. He gonna die and owe me money. And then he gonna have a big $10,000 funeral, man. Everybody's singing. They singing nice things about him. He got on a new suit. I don't know why, but they gave him a new suit. And he owed me $88 and had nerve to make me an honorary pallbearer. You should have seen the side of my casket. I was shaking him up all the way to that gravesite, boy. He went to heaven with 88 lumps going right across the top of his head, boy. Oh, down owe me money, man. And my grandmother, she ain't no better, boy. You ever talk to an old black lady on the telephone? It ain't no conversation, is it? You know what I'm talking about? It ain't no conversation. All you hear is, mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Ooh. And poor woman can mess a word up and get mad at me if I don't know what she's talking about. The other day she gonna tell me, go look on my chest of drawer and get my lavender scarf. I said, who? Lavender. I'm like, what is lavender? My purple, I'll slap you in your mouth. Get my purples. Oh, you mean lavender. That's what you trying to say, Grandma? Poor woman, man. And my father, he ain't no better, boy. Anybody had to ever get their parents off the toilet? Come on, I ain't the only one. You ever had to have that job? My father called me. Yeah, he called me, hey, Joey. When he called me Joey, I know something wrong. Joey, he called me. I go over his house. I hear he calling me, and I don't see him. I'm like, where is he at? I'm walking through the whole house. Joey. I finally looked here through the vent. He upstairs. I go upstairs. He's sitting on the toilet. Somebody, I need you to help me up. And I pull him off the toilet. You know what he gonna do? He gonna turn around. I said, oh, no, I'm going to tell you like you told me. If you could put it in the potty, you can get it off the body. I'm not wiping you off, man. I'll put you in a wheelchair and roll you through a car wash. You'll be head for toe clean by then.
Smiley Joe Wiley in the Country Comic Spotlight. Rick Dees in the Planet of the Apps. The dad joke of the day. The best jokes from last night's late night show. Starting off with Jimmy Fallon joking about the heat wave that we're going through.
Well, guys, New York City is still getting slammed by a massive heat wave. Boy, it's hot out there. Temperatures in the upper 90s. Yeah, it's brutal. You take one step outside and your pants feel like the waiter just brought fajitas to the table.
Jimmy Fallon joking about President Trump reportedly considering pardoning Diddy. Wow.
Speaking of Trump, did you guys hear this? A new report said that Trump is seriously considering a pardon for Diddy. Diddy heard and was like, I don't want to be connected with Trump. I mean,
Seth Meyers joking about the earthquake that happened near Russia 2 nights ago, one of the largest earthquakes ever recorded.
An earthquake struck off the coast of Russia yesterday that measured an 8.8 magnitude on the Richter scale. It was so powerful that Putin's associates were falling off balconies by accident.
Seth Meyers joking about President Trump, saying one of his finest moments in life was when he was rejected, or I guess when he rejected Jeffrey Epstein to go to Epstein Island. Trump said, I rejected him. Here's the story.
During a meeting on Monday with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, President Trump told reporters that he never went to Jeffrey Epstein's island and added, quote, in one of my very good moments, I turned it down. One? Of your very good moments? You know what, Jeffrey? No, I'm not going. Refusing sex with underage girls shouldn't be one of your finest moments. It should be all of your moments.
Selling us at Sunrise, Seth Meyers, Jimmy Fallon, Rick Dees in this morning's Planet of the Apps, the dad joke of the day, and the Country Comic Spotlight here on WHIR, Danville News Talk Sports, and the Joe Show. We're back in 60 seconds to wrap up this 6 o'clock in the morning hour here on WHIR. Back after this.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank.
Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loan subject to credit approval.
Wow, Tricky's Car Wash is ready to make your vehicle look its very best. Tricky's Car Wash behind Smart Lube off South 4th Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, and on Saturdays by appointment. Pickup and delivery service is available. 583-0560. Wash only $15. Wash and interior $25. Wash plus wax plus interior $50. And full detail, talk with Tricky. Tricky's Car Wash, 430 Bay Street, 583-0560. Right behind Smart Lube off South 4th. Tricky's Car Wash.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
Coming up at the 7 o'clock in the morning hour, we see what's breaking and trending this morning at 7:10. Big Daddy makes his morning debut at 7:15 with sports. 7:40 County Agents Corner with Casey Bird. And Mimi Becker is on here at 7:50. 8 o'clock in the morning gives us James the Gardener and Randy-isms. 9 o'clock gives us Pioneer Days at 9:10. And a Morning Point Thursday at 9:35. 1 hour and 3 hours to go.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump says it'll be very hard to make a trade deal with Canada after its prime minister announced plans to recognize a Palestinian state. Prime Minister Mark Carney said Wednesday that Canada would recognize Palestine as a state if the Palestinian Authority commits to certain conditions. Trump responded on True Social shortly after midnight Thursday and said Carney's announcement will make it very hard for us to make a trade deal with them. Trump's negotiating deadline for trade deals is August 1st. Canada is facing a 35% tariff on exports. And the president says he'll be slapping India with a penalty in addition to a 25% tariff rate. Nick Harper reports he made the announcement early today on social media.
He said that India, even though it was America's friend, was the most strenuous and obnoxious when it came to trade barriers.
The penalty will be for what Trump views as unfair trade policies and for India's purchase of military equipment and energy from Russia. Trump wrote on True Social, remember, while India is our friend, we have over the years done relatively little business with them because their tariffs are far too high. Aftershocks are rattling the Pacific Northwest following one of the strongest earthquakes ever recorded. Wednesday's 8.8 magnitude earthquake in eastern Russia triggered tsunami warnings and evacuations across the Pacific. Dozens of aftershocks have been recorded since the quake, including 5 powerful quakes above a 6-point magnitude. Arkansas State Police have made an arrest after a double homicide at a state park. ASP said James Andrew McGann was taken into custody Wednesday and will face 2 counts of capital murder. A married couple was found dead last week on a walking trail at Devil's Den Park. In a statement Sunday, Arkansas State Police said the couple was killed while out hiking with their 2 daughters, who were not injured in the incident. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I thought I'd book a trip to Italy to celebrate retiring.
We didn't speak Italian.
We didn't then. We do now. Because of Babbel.
Babbel is the refreshingly easy-to-use app for learning a new language. Babbel uses immersive lessons to teach you vocabulary and grammar in a way that sticks. Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com. B-A-B-B.
New audio and surveillance video from the mid-air crash at Reagan National Airport in January is now public. More from Mark Mayfield.
In that audio played during NTSB testimony in D.C.,
Air traffic controllers can be heard saying they saw a fireball, adding that a CRJ and helicopter hit the river. Audio from the Black Hawk helicopter's black box revealed the pilot instructor telling the pilot to come left, saying they were out towards the middle. That is when the audio cuts off as the aircraft collide. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Mars Candy Company says it plans to invest $2 billion in U.S. manufacturing. Tammy Trujillo with details.
The M&M's maker said this week the investment in U.S. operations will be made through next year and include a $240 million facility in Salt Lake City that will create over 230 new jobs. Nearly all Mars candy sold in the U.S. is already produced locally. Last year, Mars announced a $36 billion deal to buy Kellanova, the company behind brands including Kellogg's and Pringles. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams single-handedly revived a doomed casino proposal in the Bronx on Wednesday, a casino that could mean a 9-figure payout to President Trump's company. Andrew Whitman reports.
Wednesday, Mayor Adams vetoed the city council vote that rejected zoning changes needed to advance a proposed Bally's casino near the Whitestone Bridge. No immediate comment from Adams. Bally's bought the Bronx golf course site from the Trump Organization, and if state gaming officials grant Bally's one of 3 downstate casino licenses later this year, the company would pay the Trump Organization $115 million. Questions about Trump influence have swirled around Adams since the unusual dismissal of the mayor's federal corruption charges. The city council can vote to override Adams' veto.
Michael Kastner, NBC News.
Hey, me again, your radio. Today we are testing speaker separation, and to help out, I've borrowed Fluffy, the boss's cat. So let's start with Fluffy in your left channel. And now, Fluffy in your right channel. Whoa, the apple does not fall far from the tree. Apparently, Fluffy has a little attitude, much like the boss. We call that catitude. So it seems everything on your radio is working just fine, but let's talk about your business. How's that working out for you? If you're ready to take profits to the next level, you should consider radio. Radio is not only a great way to reach new customers, but it's a proven way to help generate return business. And radio has the best ROI of any media. Your ad dollars work harder with me. That's why radio delivers results. No cats were physically harmed in the making of this commercial. Fluffy's ego, maybe a little bit.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
Hey, it's me again. That's right, I'm Jerry Farmer, and I'm still cutting up. Still Cutting Up is the place to go when you need a fresh cut or a mini afro. Perms, colors, nails, too. Braids, highlights, and even updo. I know you done heard of us, so get with it. I know you need your hair did. Here's our digit, 238-7899. Bob your head while I rhyme. 24/7, we won't be beat. 365 on South 4th Street. See ya. See ya.
Good morning to you. It's Thursday, the 31st day of July, a sunny day, and 93 is your high. Forecast comes your way. News brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford Mazda.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore with Stuart Powell Ford Mazda here on the Bypass in Danville, where we make buying a vehicle easy. No fast talk, no high-pressure sales, no gimmicks or silly commercials. Just honest deals and a team that takes pride in doing business the right way. For over 75 years, we've built trust by treating our customers like family, offering fair prices and making sure you drive away with confidence. Stop by today and see just how easy it is to do business with us.
Come to Stuart Powell, we can do business.
Stop in at 225 South Danville Bypass.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Families are invited to discover the joy of mountain biking at this Saturday's Trail Adventure Quest. It'll take place at the Woven Wire Mountain Bike Trail in Danville and will offer 5th through 12th grade students and their parents the chance to meet coaches from Danville's composite mountain bike team and learn about the mountain bike opportunities, of which there are many here in this area. If you're interested, you can find out more information online at KentuckyMTB.org. Boyle County Schools families are asked to complete their household income form for this school year. Only one form per household is needed and could help you qualify for school fee assistance, family resource and youth service center support, and future EBT benefits. You can find the link to that online at the Boyle County Schools Facebook page. A former Danville grad is returning back home to perform a recital. It's this Sunday where Danville High School grad Kimberly Milburn will return back to the school for her first performance there since she graduated. Milburn, a mezzo-soprano, will sing music with themes of love and hope, beginning with Italian songs and Mexican folk songs, followed by songs by famous composers and classical musical theater. Tickets are $17 in advance and $20 at the door, and free for Danville students. Go to KimberlyMilburn.com for ticket information. And the countdown is on. It's almost hard to believe, but 3 weeks from tomorrow is the start of the high school football season. Hometown Radio will, of course, be your home for Danville, Boyle County, Garrett County, and Mercer County football. Danville games will be on WHIR, Boyle games on Z105, WRNZ-FM, Mercer games on WHBN, and Garrett County games on HometownLive.net and delayed on Z105. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
We love NASCAR. Catch the races here on WHIR AM 1230.
For the cycling enthusiast, it's not a race, it's a journey. Start your journey at Danville Bike and Footwear and get ready for the cycling season with a new bike or a tune-up. Danville Bike and Footwear features both specialized and Trek products and is now receiving shipments of new e-bikes. Come in and custom build your dream bike or refurbish that bike you've been waiting to ride all winter. Head alone into Danville Bike and Footwear, located 417 West Main Street in beautiful downtown Danville, a place where adventure and comfort ride together.
Roxanne Watson is on a mission to have more people sign up as organ, eye, and tissue donors. What drives her? Roxanne received a heart transplant made possible by an organ donor.
I decided that day to devote myself to signing up the most people in the United States. That's my goal.
Now she's a powerful force for good. What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
Rayleigh Joe. It's brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you by calling Mark or Chris for a free quote, 859-236-6686. Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance. Mostly sunny, a high today of 93. A low tonight of 67. 100 degrees is your heat index. Tomorrow, sunshine, a high of 82. Saturday, sunshine, 83. On Sunday, sunshine and 83. Right now, it's 7:11 in the morning. It is 73 degrees in Danville, 859-238-WHIR, 238-9447. And we'd love to have you right here on the radio, on the Joe Show, 859-238-WHIR. Hey, apparently Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson are dating. The co-stars of the remake of The Naked Gun, they're dating each other.
Coming to theaters from the people who brought you the Taken films, Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson star in Dayton.
Hello? Listen to me very carefully. I have a particular set of skills. They include smooching and canoodling. I don't know where you are, but I will find you, and I will date you.
Liam, is that you? It's me, Pamela Anderson.
I will find my way to you, and I will karate chop my way into your heart.
Are you asking me out on a date?
I'm going to use my skills and romance you with flowers and candy, and then I will.
Yes, I'll go out with you, Liam.
Very good. Stand by for further instructions.
Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson star in Dayton, coming to theaters.
There you go. Let's see what's breaking and trending on the Joe Show. Severe turbulence has landed 25 people in the hospital aboard a Delta flight. The flight was headed from Salt Lake City to Amsterdam yesterday when it encountered the issue, diverting to Minneapolis-St. Paul and landing safely shortly before 8 p.m. local time when it was met by first responders. The plane has 275 passengers and 13 crew members on board at the time that happened. High Noon Vodka Seltzer's recalling its High Noon Beach Variety 12-packs due to a can label mix-up. The recall comes as some packs may contain cans that are filled with High Noon Vodka Seltzer alcohol but are mislabeled as Celsius Astro Vibe Energy Drink, Sparkling Blue Raz Edition. A packaging supplier mistakenly sent the Celsius cans to High Noon. Affected products were shipped to distributors in the states, including Florida, New York, Ohio, and Virginia. Luckily, there have been no illness to customers, but those who have purchased the product should contact High Noon Consumer Relations for refunds. Hey, Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, and Katy Perry were seen having dinner together, and apparently Justin Trudeau is now at one of Katy Perry's concerts. He was spotted at one of her concerts. Trudeau was snapped in the crowd last night at Katy's show. There's no word that they are dating, but rumors are obviously flying between those two. What else is going on? Well, Virginia, let's go to this one. A Virginia city councilman was doused with gasoline and set on fire Wednesday morning at a magazine office where he works. Lee Vogler, who serves on the Danville City Council, that is in Danville, Virginia, mind you, not Danville, Kentucky. The Danville City Council, about 45 miles northwest of Greensboro, North Carolina. Police say a man entered the office, confronted Vogler before pouring flammable liquid on him. Both men then went outside when the attacker lit Vogler on fire.
An individual forced his way into our office carrying a 5-gallon bucket of gasoline and poured the gasoline on Lee. Lee attempted to flee, ran to the front of the building. The individual followed him and set him on fire.
That is Andrew Brooks, the publisher and owner of Showcase magazine. Brooks said something has to change after Vogler was set on fire.
This type of senseless act of violence has to stop. You do not have the right as a human being to get upset with someone enough to lash out and attempt to harm them in any way, much less this way.
The suspect, 29-year-old Shotzi Michael Buck Hayes, was caught several blocks away and charged with attempted first-degree murder and aggravated malicious wounding. Police say the attack came from a personal matter, was not related to Vogler's job on the Danville, Virginia City Council. Former Vice President Kamala Harris announced yesterday she's not going to run for California governor next year after months of thinking about it. I think it's funny now that we've resorted to people making announcements about things they're not going to do, as if like we just assume everyone's going to do everything, and now the announcement is not going to do it. I also am not running for California governor. That's breaking news. This decision might give more freedom to her to run for president again in 2028, which she hasn't ruled out yet. Harris said she'll share more details about her future plans in the coming months. She talked about how politics and government have failed the American people and said new methods and fresh being the only Republican to support it. During the meeting, Hawley said he does not own individual stocks and isn't a billionaire like others in the committee. This comment upset Republican Senator Rick Scott, who called a tax on wealthy people disgusting and defended the right to make money. While discussing the Pelosi Act designed to ban members of Congress from trading stocks while in office, Senator Josh Hawley said there's a huge public support for addressing this problem.
86% of Americans say that members of Congress should not be able to buy and sell shares of stock, individual stock, while they are members of this body, and they are absolutely correct. And the reason is, you can see it, there was just another ethics referral in the House last week. We've seen the former Speaker of the House make millions of dollars in profits. We've seen members of both parties, I'm sad to say, be investigated for their stock trades. And the reason for all of this is that, quite frankly, members of this body are privy to information that the normal person just is not.
Yeah, former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi supported the legislation. It's called the Pelosi Act. President Trump said he likes the idea conceptually, but then later criticized Hawley on social media, calling him a, quote, second-tier senator and saying he's helping Democrats target him. And the U.S. Treasury is trying to get back COVID-19 relief money from hundreds of local governments that never reported how they spent it. The ARPA gave $350 billion to more than 30,000 governments in 2021, be it state, local, tribal, and territorial. Governments had until the end of 2024 to commit the money to specific projects and were supposed to file progress reports. Most did what they were supposed to do, but about 1,000, mostly smaller governments, failed to file any reports on how they used a total of $139 million. The Treasury sent notices asking for the money back. As of June, 740 local governments finally filed the reports and won't have to pay back the funds. 13 governments returned their money to the Treasury, but 235 local governments still have not filed reports or returned their pandemic relief funds. This is not the first time there have been problems with governments not reporting how they use their COVID money. That's what's breaking and trending this morning here on the Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports and HometownLive.net, powered by Kentucky WIMAX.com. It's 7:18 in the morning, and we've got sports coming your way with a Big Daddy, Steve Bertram, who makes his morning debut here on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. It's coming up right after this on the Joe Show. 74 degrees, Thursday, July 31st.
Hey, this is Jack Mathis. I love sports. And this is a sports update with the Big Daddy, Steve Bochum. Brought to you by Stuart Powell Mazda.
At Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, we are proud to be your hometown dealer for many reasons. Selection, service, convenient location, and our people. Your friends, family, and neighbors. Since 1949 at Stuart Powell, we make it easy. Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. Visit us on the bypass in Danville or online at stuartpowell.com.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky 2025 football's fall camp is underway. Practice started yesterday and continues today. Tomorrow is Media Day, with Fan Day coming up Saturday at the Kraft Center. The gates open around 10 o'clock as Wildcat supporters get to come in and meet the team and watch them practice. UK opens the year hosting Toledo on August 30th at Kroger Field, and we'll have them all season long on Z105. UK men's basketball has made a couple of scholarship offers. One went to 2026 four-star center Josh Irving, a 6'11", 220-pound big man from Pasadena, California. The other offer was to 2027 top 10 small forward Marcus Spears Jr., 6'7", 170-pound Spears hails from Plano, Texas. Meanwhile, UK head coach Mark Pope is anxious to get 6'10" stretch forward Andrija Jelovic on campus. Jelovic is still in the process of getting to Lexington from Croatia. In baseball, Cincinnati scored 3 times in the bottom of the 8th to snap a 2-2 tie and win the final game of their 3-game set 5-2 over the Dodgers. Spencer Steer's 2-run triple broke the tie. Just 3 games are on tonight's Major League schedule. The Reds host the Braves tonight and tomorrow afternoon. Then they play Atlanta Saturday night at the Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee, where 85,000 tickets have been sold. That would be the largest crowd to ever see an MLB event. In other action yesterday, the Cubs bombed the Brewers 10-3. The Pirates won their 5th straight, edging the Giants 2-1 in 10 innings. San Francisco has lost 6 in a row, all at home. It was the Royals 1, Braves nothing, Guardians 5, Rockies nothing, A's 5, Mariners 4, Yankees 5, Rays 4, and the Marlins 2, Cardinals nothing. Other winners were the Astros, Blue Jays, Padres, Rangers, Red Sox, Tigers, and White Sox. Baseball's trading deadline ends at 6 o'clock this evening, Eastern Time. Among the deals so far, the Reds have picked up third baseman Ke'Bryan Hayes from the Pirates and starter Zach Littell from the Rays. The Mariners are getting third baseman Gino Suarez from Arizona. And the Mets traded to get St. Louis closer Ryan Helsley. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
If you run a business, this year has certainly been a challenge. Hi, this is Don, your small business marketing expert. If you'd like to grow your business, you should consider radio. With radio, you can target your business to thousands of customers each week. That's right, radio can help you reach new customers and generate more business even on your slowest days. Are you looking to build store traffic? Are you trying to reach new customers? Do you want to reconnect with past customers? Radio can help you drive new traffic to your business 7 days a week. And did you know radio reaches shoppers within 30 minutes of their major purchase of the day? Radio can help you get more customers and increase sales. You say you don't have a big budget? No problem. Radio is affordable. In fact, compared to other media, radio gives you more bang for your buck. So how do you get started? It's easy. Just give us a call today and start growing your business with radio.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
Jade Jordan. I live in Lawrenceburg. I worked with Miss Christy Welch. Oh my gosh, it was perfect. She made everything completely smooth. I knew nothing about the home buying process. It was me and my husband's first home. Walked us through every single step and truly treated us like we were family. Answered every question. She looked out for things in the houses, truly listened to what we wanted, found things that fit us, truly felt like a friend after the process.
Pet Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. Again, buy it today, take it home today. Living room suits, bedroom suits, dinette sets, recliners, and more. From Mattresses and More, Southland Plaza next to Ace Hardware.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by
Really, Joe, it's brought to you by Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision auto body repair. Hand to the mechanics over at Dobbs. Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Delahaye. Get a free estimate, and they work at their insurance company fixing water leaks, window motor repairs, hail damage, and paintless tint repair. Sunshine, 93 is your high, 67 is your low, but the heat index is 100 degrees. Today, we cool off for the weekend. Tomorrow, partly sunny and 82, about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than what we've had over this last heat stretch. Saturday, sunny and 83. Sunday, sunny and 83. It's 7:24 in the morning. It's 74 degrees right here in Danville. We're glad to have you on the show this morning on National Jelly Bean Day. National Jelly Bean Day today. And it's also National Avocado Day today. Let's talk about jelly beans real quickly. The first appearance of what would become the modern-day jelly bean was during the Civil War. They were given to Union soldiers to help boost their morale. That's where jelly beans came from. They use a process called panning, which creates a hard outer shell but preserves the gooey middle. That's how they make jelly beans. Most jelly bean assortments include 8 different flavors. In the early 20th century, a jelly bean was slang for a man of style and no substance. So it was a slang term at one time. Of course, there have been some really famous jelly bean aficionados, maybe none more famous than former President Ronald Reagan, whose favorite candy was jelly beans and says he used them to help him quit smoking when he was the governor of California. And as a part of his first inauguration in 1981, 7,000 pounds of jelly beans were ordered and distributed. And Jelly Belly, maybe the most famous of all jelly bean companies, became the first jelly bean in space when they traveled aboard the 1983 Challenger Space Shuttle. Jelly Belly did. It's National Jelly Bean Day today. I think for the most part, people like jelly beans, depending on the flavor. It is a food that we can all get behind and agree on. Hey, jelly beans are pretty good. What about foods we can get behind and agree on that are not good? Someone polled thousands of Americans to find out the most hated foods in this country. It is the focus of this morning's Top 10 Countdown. Top 10 Countdown. The 10 most hated foods in America, depending on the percentage of people that were polled that said they hate them. So we go from 10 to 1, starting off with number 10, which is an interesting one. Number 10. Number 10, 38% of people said they hate sushi. However, here's the catch. 23% also said they love sushi, which means it has the highest love rating of people polled than any of the other foods we're going to mention. But 38% said they hate sushi, makes it number 10 on our 10 most hated foods. I love sushi, so I would be one of those that say I love it. But sushi comes in at number 10. Number 9. Number 9, chitlins. 39% of people said they hate chitlins. They'd be higher on the list, maybe if more people knew they were pig intestines. Chitlins coming at number 9 on our Top 10 Countdown, 10 most hated foods in America. Number 8. Number 8's blue cheese. I'm not a big blue cheese fan. I don't know if I'd put it as my most hated foods, but I don't like it. 39% say blue cheese that's not what they want. That's number 8 on our Top 10 Countdown. Number 7. Number 7, 42% said they hate oysters. I had a great aunt that would make oyster casserole every year for Christmas Eve parties, and it wasn't bad. I don't know if I would purposely go and order oysters, but they come in number 7. 42% said they hate oysters. Number 6. Number 6. Maybe I'm just not refined enough because I've never had caviar before, but caviar comes in at number 6. 43% of people said they hate caviar.
Number 5.
Number 5, squid. I don't know if I've ever had squid before either. 43% said they hate squid. Getting us into the top 5 of the 10 most hated foods in America. Squid comes in at number 5. Number 4 is tofu. 46% of people surveyed said, I hate tofu. Making it number 4 in the 10 most hated foods in America. Number 3, sardines. 52% either hate or dislike them, so more than half. We officially enter now the foods that more than half of the people surveyed said they either hate or strongly dislike. Sardines comes in at number 3. What about number 2? Number 2 is liver. 55% said they hate liver. Now, we talked about sushi having the highest love rating among the hated foods. Liver had the highest hate rating among foods. 40% of people hate liver the most, but there were enough people who said they liked it to where it didn't bump it to number 1, and that's because this food comes in at number 1 in America's 10 most hated foods.
Number 1.
56%, it had more than liver, 56% surveyed said they dislike or they hate anchovies. Anchovies comes in at number 1 in the 10 most hated foods in America, according to this poll. A few more that just missed the top 10. Beets at 35%, kale at 31%, okra or Brussels sprouts at 29%, eggplant at 28%, and olives at 27%. There you go, the 10 most hated foods in America, plus a couple bonuses as well. 7:30 in the morning, we've got news now.
Is the Kentucky News Network.
A Louisville mother is suing a gun manufacturer for her son's suicide. John Shannon has the story.
18-year-old Henry Willis bought a ghost gun kit for $500 from HuskyArmory.com in 2023. Willis then used the gun to commit suicide. Now his mother, Laura Herp, is suing the Nebraska-based firearm dealer for wrongful death and negligence. WLKY reports that the lawsuit against Husky's parent company claims they're an online, unlicensed gun store that also did not conduct a background check, verify his age, or gauge that he was in a mental health crisis, including symptoms of schizophrenia. The suit also claims that licensed firearms dealers are trained to spot red flags and act on them, stopping sales to individuals who are unfit to possess firearms. Once Husky Armory and its parent company have been formally served with the lawsuit, they have 20 days to file a response. I'm John Shannon.
If you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of suicide, please contact the Suicide and Crisis Hotline by dialing 988. Kentucky State Police are investigating a deadly ATV crash in Knott County. Troopers say an 11-year-old boy lost control while riding at high speed on a surface mine road in the Emelina community. The ATV overturned several times, throwing the boy from the vehicle. He was not wearing a helmet and died at the scene. An autopsy is scheduled and toxicology results are pending. The investigation is ongoing. Meanwhile, in Pike County, officials say a wave of copper wire thefts is threatening communication and public safety. AT&T has reported 58 incidents statewide this year, 33 of them in Pike County alone. Thieves are cutting down phone lines in remote areas, selling the copper for scrap. The damage is causing outages for internet, phone, and even 911 service in hard-hit communities like Phelps and Kemper. Sheriff Rodney Scott says someone could die if first responders can't be reached. The county is asking for tips, and AT&T is offering a reward. I'm Travis Laird.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
David is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years, and I'm from Flowery Branch, Georgia. When I first started taking Prevagen, I noticed stuff just seemed to come together and fit like a jigsaw puzzle. When I have customers come in, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription, and I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works. I wouldn't recommend something like Prevagen if I didn't think it was worth it, because it works so good for me. And I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really works so good. It makes my day.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Get off on the right foot at Danville Bike and Footwear, where you'll find walking, running, and trail shoes from Brooks, Saucony, and Asics, along with a wide selection of insoles for maximum comfort. Danville Bike and Footwear features Garmin watches with advanced wellness features that track all the ways you move from running, cycling, swimming, to Pilates, high-intensity workouts, and more. Make your way into Danville Bike and Footwear, 417 West Main Street in beautiful downtown Danville, a place where adventure and comfort ride together.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Families are invited to discover the joy of mountain biking at this Saturday's Trail Adventure Quest. It'll take place at the WHIR Mountain Bike Trail in Danville and will offer 5th through 12th grade students and their parents the chance to meet coaches from Danville's composite mountain bike team and learn about the mountain bike opportunities, of which there are many here in this area. If you're interested, you can find out more information online at KentuckyMTB.org. Boyle County Schools families are asked to complete their household income form for this school year. Only one form per household is needed and could help you qualify for school fee assistance, family resource and youth service center support, and future EBT benefits. You can find the link to that online at the Boyle County Schools Facebook page. A former Danville grad is returning back home to perform a recital. It's this Sunday where Danville High School grad Kimberly Milburn will return back to the school for her first performance there since she graduated. Milburn, a mezzo-soprano, will sing music with themes of love and hope, beginning with Italian songs and Mexican folk songs, followed by songs by famous composers and classical musical theater. Tickets are $17 in advance and $20 at the door, and free for Danville students. Go to KimberlyMilburn.com for ticket information. And the countdown is on. It's almost hard to believe, but 3 weeks from tomorrow is the start of the high school football season. Hometown Radio will, of course, be your home for Danville, Boyle County, Garrett County, and Mercer County football. Danville games will be on WHIR, Boyle games on Z105, WRNZ-FM, Mercer games on WHBN, and Garrett County games on HometownLive.net and delayed on Z105. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Roll out those lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer.
Big Deal Store is rolling out those summer savings for you. You can purchase a $50 gift certificate from B&O Jewelers for just $29, or get this, 4 $50 gift certificates, a $200 value for just $100. That means you only pay half price. Stay in style with a visit to Anderson's Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Get a $50 gift certificate for only $35. $10 gift certificates to the Bread of Life in Liberty are just $7. Give that sweet tooth what it wants at Sweets by Cindy in Junction City. $10 gift certificates are half price, is $5. Applebee's Grill and Bar in Danville. Get a $10 gift certificate for just $7.50. $22 Pioneer Playhouse gift certificates are back. You get an entertaining $5 savings at just $17. Come clean with a visit to Thoroughbred Auto Wash in Danville. $20 car washes are just half price at $10. Check out these and many more great savings at our Big Deals online store at HometownLive.net. HometownLive.net. Put your tummy in your tank at Papa's Quick Stop number 17, where convenience meets quality. Nestled on North Stewart's Lane, the former Bluegrass Truck Stop's now under new ownership and management, offering a fresh take for truck drivers and travelers. From juicy and crispy roaster chicken to delicious mouth-watering Hunt's Brothers Pizza, available 24/7. Simply call 859-209-2400 for a speedy pickup. Premium quality diesels available for one truck or a fleet of trucks. Let Papa's Quick Stop be your perfect travel companion. Papa's Quick Stop number 17 in Danville, North Stewart's Lane looks forward to serving you.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
Rayleigh Jofus. It's coming your way, courtesy of The Little Sign Shop. Need a sign, a banner, or decal fast? The owners and operators have got you covered. The Little Sign Shop. Full-color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, and logo design in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Sunshine, high today, 93. Heat index up near 100. We thought rain showers beginning of the week would be what cools us down. Looks like it's just going to be a typical cold front. And, I mean, we got a chance at rain, but it's only a 30% chance now. And that chance of rain's gone way down. Tomorrow, partly sunny and 82. Saturday, 83. Sunday, 83. 7:38 in the morning, 73 degrees. Thursday, the 31st day of July. And Casey Bird joins the show. Casey Bird has the word. Good morning, Casey. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Joe?
Doing great, Casey. Appreciate you being on here this morning. County Agent's Corner is coming your way, courtesy of Bluegrass South Livestock Market.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's needs. Selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
And here's Casey Bird.
Hello, everyone. So I want to give you a save the date for your calendar coming up in September. So Garrett County is hosting a Farm Safety Day on September 5th at the Garrett County Fairgrounds. And this is a free event for all ages, high school and up. And it'll be starting at 5:30 p.m., and we're going to be partnering with Kentucky Farm Bureau, Kentucky State, all sorts of other people are going to be there, and we're going to be doing these really interactive learning experiences. It's from 5:30 to about 8:30 at night. The Garrett County Cattlemen will be providing dinner. Thank you to those folks. L8 has sponsored the drinks, so thank you, L8. And this event will count for a continuing education credit for any CAPE recipients in Garrett County or beyond. And it's going to be a great event. Come out. Like I said, you're going to get some free food. You're going to get lots of great information. We've got all sorts of freebies to give away. Everyone's going to leave with a goodie bag, stocked full of really cool stuff. And then, like I said, other giveaways that are going to be happening. We've got speakers, tumblers, safety knives, and again, great information that's going to be shared. So that's today's Training Thursday update. So join us each week at this time for the Agent's Corner. It's a service of Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Mercer County UK Extension Services. Again, thanks for having me.
There you go. Casey Burr with the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. All right, Casey, we've got some random facts you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. Here we go, Casey. Fact number one, Charlie Chaplin, who was born in the year 1889, actually outlived Elvis Presley. Elvis died in August of 1977 at the age of 42. Chaplin died on Christmas Day of that year at the age of 88 in 1977. So Charlie Chaplin, lived longer, but outlived Elvis Presley in the year 1977. Yeah. Here's one to wrap your head around, Casey. 20% of the land on this planet belongs to countries whose names start with what letter? What do you think?
K.
K.
Oh.
Good guess. I mean, it's a letter, so it's a good guess, but not correct. The letter is A. Now, I don't know if they're counting us, America, or if we're the United States of America. I assume we're probably considered the United States of America, but you got like Argentina and Algeria and Albania and, a lot of countries that start with the letter A.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, 20% of the land belongs to those countries. However, 24% of the population is in countries whose names start with this letter. What letter?
C?
What'd you say?
C?
C's a great guess because of China. However, it's not correct. It is I, which India would be probably, your other guess, and then other countries, Israel being one that begins with an I. So 24%.
Indonesia.
Yeah, Indonesia. Yeah, exactly. And then to add to the confusion, Casey, more countries start with this letter than any other letter.
I'm so bad at this game. United States.
Yeah, well, good guess. S is the letter. More countries start with the letter S than any other letter. There you go. Number 3, the most serious crime in ancient Rome was killing a parrot. The punishment for that was being sewn into a bag with a monkey, a snake, a dog, and a chicken, and then thrown into a river to drown.
Oh, those poor monkeys, dogs, and chickens.
Yeah, all
They
the
didn't
animals.
deserve that.
I know. They could have just done it without the animals. But I guess they wanted it to be even more wild for the person who committed the crime, so they throw a bunch of animals in there with them. Number 4, the word kimono literally translates from Japanese as thing to wear. A kimono, a thing to wear. And then number 5, Vogue magazine started as a weekly newspaper focused on high society in 1892. About 13 years later, I should say, it became a magazine in the year 1905. Random facts for you this morning, Casey. Appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you again tomorrow morning to round out the work week, okay?
Until tomorrow.
There it is. Appreciate it, Casey. Bye. It's Casey Burr with the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. 7:44 in the morning. Mimi Becker comes on the Joe Show. Next.
Serving Boyle County seniors a gathering place.
Our Meals on Wheels program is designed for seniors 60 and up in Boyle County who struggle with food insecurity. If you think you may be eligible, call us at 859-236-2070, thegatheringplace.org, or follow us on Instagram and Facebook for more info.
Serving Boyle County seniors a gathering place.
Planning a wedding? Paying for a wedding? Attending a wedding? Hi, this is Pam Fitzgerald-Clark with Wedding Planning with Pam, inviting you to join us Monday through Friday after the 8:30 morning news on WHIR AM 1230. I'll give you sound wedding planning advice and money-saving tips, information you need, and you'll get it all right here at your favorite radio station, WHIR AM 1230.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky 2025 football's fall camp is underway. Practice started yesterday and continues today. Tomorrow is Media Day, with Fan Day coming up Saturday at the Kraft Center. The gates open around 10 o'clock as Wildcat supporters get to come in and meet the team and watch them practice. UK opens the year hosting Toledo on August 30th at Kroger Field, and we'll have them all season long on Z105. UK men's basketball has made a couple of scholarship offers. One went to 2026 four-star center Josh Irving, a 6'11", 220-pound big man from Pasadena, California. The other offer was to 2027 top 10 small forward Marcus Spears Jr., 6'7", 170-pound Spears hails from Plano, Texas. Meanwhile, UK head coach Mark Pope is anxious to get 6'10" stretch forward Andrija Jelovic on campus. Jelovic is still in the process of getting to Lexington from Croatia. In baseball, Cincinnati scored 3 times in the bottom of the 8th to snap a 2-2 tie and win the final game of their 3-game set 5-2 over the Dodgers. Spencer Steer's 2-run triple broke the tie. Just 3 games are on tonight's Major League schedule. The Reds host the Braves tonight and tomorrow afternoon. Then they play Atlanta Saturday night at the Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee, where 85,000 tickets have been sold. That would be the largest crowd to ever see an MLB event. In other action yesterday, the Cubs bombed the Brewers 10-3. The Pirates won their 5th straight, edging the Giants 2-1 in 10 innings. San Francisco has lost 6 in a row, all at home. It was the Royals 1, Braves nothing, Guardians 5, Rockies nothing, A's 5, Mariners 4, Yankees 5, Rays 4, and the Marlins 2, Cardinals nothing. Other winners were the Astros, Blue Jays, Padres, Rangers, Red Sox, Tigers, and White Sox. Baseball's trading deadline ends at 6 o'clock this evening, Eastern Time. Among the deals so far, the Reds have picked up third baseman Ke'Bryan Hayes from the Pirates and starter Zach Littell from the Rays. The Mariners are getting third baseman Gino Suarez from Arizona. And the Mets traded to get St. Louis closer Ryan Helsley. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR, AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
Be cautious of repair people who stop by unexpectedly. If they demand cash before they perform services like roofing or painting, it could be a scam. Hi, I'm Adam Hopkins, Security Officer at Farmers National Bank. Ask for references and don't be pressured to pay before the work is done.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Hey, it's coming your way courtesy of the Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts, up to 50% every single day. That's the Big Deals online store. HometownLive.net. Mostly sunny, 93, 100 was the heat index. Tomorrow, partly sunny and 82. Saturday, sunny and 83. Sunday, sunny and 83. And some rain shower chances on Monday. Right now, it's 7:50 in the morning. It's 73 degrees. And it's a Thursday, which means the Danville-Boyle County Arts Commission joins the show. And that's Mimi Becker. Good morning, Mimi. How are you?
Good morning. Just fine, thanks. It's going to be a warm one.
Yes.
But there's always stuff to do. First of all, this evening is the Summer Singers concert at 7:30 at the Presbyterian Church. This is the concert that is always so much fun. It's very light music. I believe they're doing several very interesting patriotic-type themed songs. And as always, it's a free concert, but they're taking donations. In the past, they've made donations to organizations like Salvation Army. They've raised money for various other charitable programs. So, free concert, but be willing to make a donation, small or anything. Secondly, I just want to make a shout-out. Today, Carol's Bridal is closing. Now, you'd think that wouldn't be something that would necessarily be an arts event, and it in itself is not. But Carol and David, through all the years, have been so supportive of our programs, such as the gallery hop and various other activities that we have wanted to do through the arts. They have financially been members of the Arts Commission. So we just want to thank them for their many years of participation and support of the arts on Main Street as a local business. So they're having a little going-away party this evening, and hopefully community members will say thank you. Also wanted to announce next week, the Downtown Downbeat stage in Constitution Square has a real treat for you. The Song Lark Strings program, which has had a summer program, is doing their culminating performance. But also the fun thing that people had so much fun with last year was the ukuleles. Group of girls who play ukuleles, and they have song sheets, and people can sing along. And they're introducing the Guitars, a group of young men who got together, and they have a guitar group. So that's next week, 6 o'clock at Constitution Square Festival, the Constitution Square stage. Then, on Saturday, the Boyle County Farmers Market is presenting its first, hopefully, annual cook-off. And the deal is the invited chefs They will be cooking at the market between 9 and 12. They have to use a certain amount of local products purchased at the market. This is being sponsored by the market itself. And we have a panel of secret judges, celebrities in our community, who will be embedded in the community people who are tasting beginning at 12. So the judges will not know the competitors will not know who the judges are. They'll be just circulating and eating and tasting just like everybody else. So that's on August the 9th. The tickets are available at Farmers Market for tasting, and hope people come out and enjoy local chefs eating and cooking local items. So that's my report for this week.
Love it. Good stuff. Lots coming up over the next week, and hopefully we can keep the weather a little bit cooler than what we've had.
I know. We have a couple of cool days coming up. It is always nice to have. Summer is nice. The weather is great to be warm, but it gets to a point where it's a little more than we want.
Yeah, exactly.
We like those 80-degree temperatures better.
That's what we're getting this weekend. Mimi, appreciate you being on. If people have any questions for you, happy to get in touch with you.
Arts at historicdanvilleky.com or Facebook or danvillearts.org on the web.
There you go. Mimi Becker, appreciate you being on, Mimi. We'll talk to you again a week from today, okay?
Yes.
Bye. That's Mimi Becker, Danville, Boyle County Arts Commission. It's 7:55 in the morning, and we're heading out west to Hollywood. A.K.A. the Showbiz segment. A.K.A. the World of Weird. A.K.A. I don't have any more names for it, but it's celebrity news. Here we go. All right, yesterday, thousands of fans took the streets of Birmingham, not Alabama, but Birmingham, England, for Ozzy Osbourne's funeral procession. His family followed as his hearse made its way to the memorial at the Black Sabbath bench. The hearse carrying Ozzy's coffin had purple flower arrangements that spelled out Ozzy and a purple flower cross on the roof. At the Black Sabbath bench, Sharon exited her vehicle and made her way to the memorial with the support of her kids, Jack and Kelly, as she broke down in tears. Her other daughter, Amy, and her stepson, Louis, joined, as well as other family members. Before getting back into their vehicle, Sharon faced the crowd and gave them Ozzy's signature peace sign. They each wore an accessory to pay tribute to Ozzy. Sharon wore his wedding ring and necklace. Kelly wore round-tinted sunglasses. Jack wore a silver cross pin on his tie. Amy had a bat brooch, and Louis wore a purple tie with a skull and crossbone print. Ozzy's daughter, Jessica, whom he shared with his ex-wife, and his adopted son, Elliot Kingsley, were noticeably absent. Ozzy Osbourne's funeral was yesterday. The way celebrities are dropping like flies these days, 94-year-old William Shatner can't be feeling too secure. And according to the not always reliable RadarOnline.com, he's not feeling secure. A source says he is terrified of death and is basically looking for ways to cheat it. Quote, William is now looking into everything from being frozen to having his head pickled in a jar in the unlikely event he can be resurrected. He's become obsessed with ways to live forever. And although this isn't literal immortality, Shatner has also reportedly signed with a company that will make an AI hologram of him so his loved ones can communicate with him while he's gone. He supposedly told them, quote, I've had a crazy life, so I have a lot of stories that I don't want people to forget. And Listerine, yes, the mouthwash brand, insured Cynthia Erivo's mouth for $2 million. They say it's her most valuable asset, so they partnered with her for the Wash Your Mouth campaign. Cynthia says, quote, oral care has always been an important part of my self-care routine. It's the last thing I do before I go on stage. I just want to make sure that I feel really fresh. It sort of gives me a restart before I go on and sing or speak. Believe it or not, Cynthia isn't the first celebrity to have her mouth insured. In 2007, Aquafresh insured America Ferrera's smile for $10 million. Listerine insured Cynthia Erivo's mouth for $2 million. William Shatner will do anything not to die. And the Osbourne family honored Ozzy during his funeral procession. That's what's going on out west in Hollywood. The Showbiz segment where celebrities live. It's 7:58 in the morning, Thursday, the 31st day of the month of July. We're going to Melton's Deli in Danville, 247 East Main, 995 Ben Ally Drive in Danville. And for today, we're going to get the Big Daddy Club. The reason being, that's what I got yesterday from Melton's, piled high with deli baked ham, smoked turkey, crisp bacon, Swiss and American cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise, served on your choice of white, wheat, or rye bread. Melton's Deli in Danville, 247 East Main, 995 Ben Ally Drive. Tell them you heard them on the Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. 90 seconds away from Top Hour News.
Buyer beware. No matter what you're in the market for, it's buyer beware. This is Lauren from B&L Jewelers. Every day we see people come into B&L Jewelers and want us to look at the great deal they got online or at a discount jewelry store. Usually, the item they bought is not really what they thought they were getting, which leads to disappointment. Love gets better with B&L Jewelers. Here at B&L Jewelers, we try to educate you on the diamond you are buying. So when you give the gift of love, you have all the confidence of your decision to buy from B&L Jewelers was the correct one. We back up all of our jewelry with a lifetime guarantee and a trade-up policy, which you will receive full credit of the purchase price for your diamond in the future. As always, we offer special financing and 6 months free layaway. Come and see us here at B&L Jewelers today in the Danville Manor Shopping Center. Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
If you're feeling hopeless, alone, and broken, maybe empty inside, Chloe's Petals for Hope.
Hi, this is Susan Rogers with Chloe's Petals for Hope. When you call 988, you are connected to a crisis counselor. Crisis self-defined. If you are wondering if you need to call, then you should call. A caller can expect to talk about coping skills, resources, ways to feel better. Call or text 988 or chat at 988lifeline.org. It's free and confidential.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. Former Vice President Kamala Harris won't be the next governor of California. In a statement Wednesday, Harris said she gave serious thought to running for governor and decided not to enter the race, but speculation does remain that she could make another run for the White House in 2028. Canada is the latest nation with plans to recognize a Palestinian state. Mark Mayfield with more.
Prime Minister Mark Carney said that Canada condemns the fact that the Israeli government has allowed a catastrophe to unfold in Gaza and will recognize a Palestinian state in September during a meeting of the UN. Carney said the move was subject to reforms by the Palestinian Authority, including elections next year in which Hamas can play no part. Last week, both France and Britain said they will recognize a Palestinian state as outrage grows over the humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip. I'm Mark Mayfield.
The Federal Reserve is leaving interest rates unchanged. Fed Chair Jerome Powell spoke after the announcement.
My colleagues and I remain squarely focused on achieving our dual mandate goals of maximum employment and stable prices for the benefit of the American people. Despite elevated uncertainty, the economy is in a solid position.
It comes as President Trump has publicly pressured Powell to lower rates. It's the fifth straight time the central bank has kept rates steady. An Arkansas man is now in custody in connection with the killing of a couple at Devil's Den State Park last weekend. Arkansas State Police Colonel Mike Hager says special agents arrested James Andrew McGann yesterday at a business in Springdale, Arkansas.
Because of their hard work and investigative skill, we were able to take a monster off the streets and bring relief to Clinton and Kristen's precious girls.
McGann faces 2 counts of capital murder. Authorities say Clinton and Kristen Brink were attacked while hiking with their 7- and 9-year-old daughters last Saturday. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code LOT to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code LOT for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code LOT for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
One person has died and nearly 24 people are sickened by Legionnaire's disease in Upper Manhattan. Natalie Migliori in New York.
New York City health officials say the disease was initially detected on Friday, July 25th, and the cluster of patients who came down with Legionnaires is from 5 zip codes in central Harlem. Legionnaires is a type of pneumonia caused by the Legionella bacteria, and it grows in warm water. So health officials say all of the area's cooling towers have been sampled. Anyone living or working in the area who is experiencing flu-like symptoms is encouraged to contact their doctor.
The federal gambling probe involving former NBA star Gilbert Arenas may be connected with the disappearance of a mother from West Los Angeles. In L.A., Daniel Martindale.
Arenas is among 8 people who were arrested and charged for illegal gambling on Wednesday. Heidi Plank vanished in October of 2021. Citing law enforcement sources, KNBC-TV reports the associates of some of the people indicted in connection with the gambling case were previously suspected of being involved with an illegal poker room in a downtown L.A. high-rise. That high-rise is the same building where Plank was last seen. The report also says Plank may have met up with at least one of the people attending the poker game on the day of her disappearance. I'm Daniel Martindale.
Artificial intelligence is being seen as a promising tool to cure diseases. Tammy Trujillo explains.
Doctors in Northern California have developed AI assistants to help in their research.
Using AI to generate ideas, to seed experiments in the lab, it's just a very natural, in my mind, a no-brainer.
Dr. John Pack with the Chan Zuckerberg BioHub Network in San Francisco tells NBC Bay Area that AI assistants won't replace human researchers, but they can help by handling tasks like coding, modeling, and attending meetings.
Michael Kastner, NBC News.
Hi, it's Daryl, the cigar sommelier and owner of Smokin' Bourbon. I know you guys have been waiting, but the wait is over. We are now open for business. So come on down to Smokin' Bourbon, where you can smoke, sip, and chill.
Central Kentucky's newest cigar bar in Danville by the bowling alley in the Greenleaf Shopping Center. This big boss atmosphere is veteran-owned with connoisseur quality cigars and bourbon, creating a social destination. For more information, go to smoke-in-bourbon.com.
Now open.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or 2 or 3 or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday, from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
Well, good morning to you. It's Thursday. It is the last day of the month of July, a day where we get sunshine and 93 is your high. Forecast comes your way. News comes up here now. This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Families are invited to discover the joy of mountain biking at this Saturday's Trail Adventure Quest. It'll take place at the WHIR Mountain Bike Trail in Danville and will offer 5th through 12th grade students and their parents the chance to meet coaches from Danville's composite mountain bike team and learn about the mountain bike opportunities, of which there are many here in this area. If you're interested, you can find out more information online at KentuckyMTB.org. Boyle County Schools families are asked to complete their household income form for this school year. Only one form per household is needed and could help you qualify for school fee assistance, family resource and youth service center support, and future EBT benefits. You can find the link to that online at the Boyle County Schools Facebook page. A former Danville grad is returning back home to perform a recital. It's this Sunday where Danville High School grad Kimberly Milburn will return back to the school for her first performance there since she graduated. Milburn, a mezzo-soprano, will sing music with themes of love and hope, beginning with Italian songs and Mexican folk songs, followed by songs by famous composers and classical musical theater. Tickets are $17 in advance and $20 at the door, and free for Danville students. Go to KimberlyMilburn.com for ticket information. And the countdown is on. It's almost hard to believe, but 3 weeks from tomorrow is the start of the high school football season. Hometown Radio will, of course, be your home for Danville, Boyle County, Garrett County, and Mercer County football. Danville games will be on WHIR, Boyle games on Z105, WRNZ FM, Mercer games on WHBN, and Garrett County games on HometownLive.net and delayed on Z105. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
David is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years, and I'm from Flowery Branch, Georgia. When I first started taking Prevagen, I noticed stuff just seemed to come together and fit like a jigsaw puzzle. When I have customers come in, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription, and I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works. I wouldn't recommend something like Prevagen if I didn't think it was worth it, because it works so good for me. And I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really works so good. Makes my day.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
Okay, Rayleigh, brought to you by our friends over at the Big Deals online store, HometownLive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses and big-time discounts. Entertainment tickets available as well. Shop and save up to 50% every day. The Big Deals online store, HometownLive.net. All right, sunshine, 93 and 67, the high and low. 100 is the heat index. Tomorrow, sunny and 82. Saturday, sunny and 83. Sunday, sunny and 83. It's 8:10 in the morning, 73 degrees here in Danville. Thursday, the 31st day of July. So glad to have you on the show this morning. 859-238-9447 to call in, 238-WHIR. As we see what's going on in the world of sports. A little sort of sports report coming your way here in just a second. Before we do that, Bill Gates has this secret ultra-luxury yacht which runs on compressed liquid hydrogen. When you talk about like the spoil of riches here. He's listing this thing for sale now. How much do you think that would cost? If you said $645 million, congratulations! You nailed it on the head. $645 million for this ultra-luxury secret yacht. Check out this exclusive audio on Bill Gates' yacht.
And now, exclusive audio of Bill Gates talking to the guy who builds his yachts.
Hello? Hey, Bill, it's me.
Oh, hi. How's the yacht coming?
Yeah, I got some bad news. It's possible we might go over budget.
Oh, no. By how much?
Well, I know the budget was $2 million, and we're pretty much done building the boat, the frame, the hull, the rooms, all done. But we ran into a problem with the liquid hydrogen fuel system, and it looks like that's going to end up costing about $643 million.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, it turns out we had to go to space and get the compressed liquid hydrogen. One of our guys, Gary, you know Gary, right?
Yeah, I love Gary.
Yeah, he died in space trying to get you liquid hydrogen. It's been a real mess.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, we could only get enough liquid hydrogen to make the yacht move like 8 feet. So now we got to make arrangements to go to space again to get more, but now the guys are scared because they don't want to die too.
Oh, come on. Well, we'll just sell it, I guess.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, bye, Bill. See you at Gary's funeral.
No, you won't.
This has been exclusive audio of Bill Gates talking to the guy who builds his yachts.
There you go. Let's see what's going on this morning's sort of sports report. Those headlines that you may not hear in your everyday sports. Starting off with Wrestling news, where a week ago, former WWE Kingpin Vince McMahon totaled his Bentley in Connecticut in a crash just a couple of hours before news of Hulk Hogan's death broke. 2 other vehicles were involved in that crash, but fortunately no one was injured. Yesterday, we learned that McMahon was cited for following too closely and was released on a $500 bond. McMahon has been ordered to appear before a judge on August the 26th. The NBA has announced that 6 games will be played in Europe over the next 3 years. In 2026, the Memphis Grizzlies and Orlando Magic will face off on January 15th in Berlin, Germany, and then on January 18th in London. This means that Memphis will be unable to host the traditional MLK Day game on January 19th for just the 3rd time since 2001. Then in 2027, regular season games going to be played in Manchester and Paris, and in 2028, regular season games played in Berlin and in Paris. In the WNBA yesterday, sometimes going to a live sporting event means you have a chance to experience something you've never seen before. On Tuesday night, fans attending the WNBA game between the Golden State Valkyries and the Atlanta Dream saw an adult toy hurled onto the court during the game's final minute. The toy was green, resembled a part of Shrek's body, and measured about 9 inches. Valkyries forward pointed out that something like that on the court could have been a danger had someone tripped over it during the play, but eventually everyone laughed it off. An adult toy thrown onto the court during a WNBA game. NBA announced they're going to play 6 games in Europe over the next 3 years, and Vince McMahon has been cited for reckless driving in a car crash. That, my friends, is what's going on in this morning's sort of sports report. We have more sports coming your way next with the Big Daddy, Steve Bertram, and then Randy Isms is coming your way with Randy Graham right after this. Take it away, Stevie.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky 2025 football's fall camp is underway. Practice started yesterday and continues today. Tomorrow is Media Day, with Fan Day coming up Saturday at the Kraft Center. The gates open around 10 o'clock as Wildcat supporters get to come in and meet the team and watch them practice. UK opens the year hosting Toledo on August 30th at Kroger Field, and we'll have them all season long on Z105. UK men's basketball has made a couple of scholarship offers. One went to 2026 4-star center Josh Irving, a 6'11", 220-pound big man from Pasadena, California. The other offer was to 2027 top 10 small forward Marcus Spears Jr., 6'7", 170-pound Spears hails from Plano, Texas. Meanwhile, UK head coach Mark Pope is anxious to get 6'10" stretch forward Andrija Jelovic on campus. Jelovic is still in the process of getting to Lexington from Croatia. In baseball, Cincinnati scored 3 times in the bottom of the 8th to snap a 2-2 tie and win the final game of their 3-game set 5-2 over the Dodgers. Spencer Steer's 2-run triple broke the tie. Just 3 games are on tonight's Major League schedule. The Reds host the Braves tonight and tomorrow afternoon. Then they play Atlanta Saturday night at the Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee, where 85,000 tickets have been sold. That would be the largest crowd to ever see an MLB event. In other action yesterday, the Cubs bombed the Brewers 10-3. The Pirates won their 5th straight, edging the Giants 2-1 in 10 innings. San Francisco has lost 6 in a row, all at home. It was the Royals 1, Braves nothing, Guardians 5, Rockies nothing, A's 5, Mariners 4, Yankees 5, Rays 4, and the Marlins 2, Cardinals nothing. Other winners were the Astros, Blue Jays, Padres, Rangers, Red Sox, Tigers, and White Sox. Baseball's trading deadline ends at 6 o'clock this evening, Eastern Time. Among the deals so far, the Reds have picked up third baseman Ke'Bryan Hayes from the Pirates and starter Zach Littell from the Rays. The Mariners are getting third baseman Gino Suarez from Arizona. And the Mets traded to get St. Louis closer Ryan Helsley. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Authentic Mexican grocery store, cakes, fresh produce, piñatas, boots, belts, and more. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. Family owned and operated, offering the best Mexican products created. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. And to make your tummy smile, Taco Yumas, their on-site food truck that's also available for catering and events. So where do you go for authentic Mexican product? La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. In Danville on Houstonville Road.
Don't be a dirty driver. You can shine on and drive on with a clean vehicle from the original Thoroughbred Car Wash in Danville on Perryville Road. The original Thoroughbred Car Wash has 6 self-service bays and 8 vacuums and a touchless automatic wash that washes, waxes, and blow dries for the spotless wash that you'll be proud of. Find the original Thoroughbred Car Wash in Danville on Perryville Road, just down from Big Lots. Open 7 days a week for your convenience.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
New Jeeps cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall. Make this the summer event and save on a new Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Now lease priced at only $299. Bob Allen Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
The Big Deals online store, HometownLife.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts, up to 50% every single day. The Big Deals online stores at HometownLive.net. Sunshine, 93 is the high. Heat index at 100 degrees today. Tomorrow, sunshine, 82, big-time cool-off. And Saturday, sunny and 83. Sunday, sunny and 83. Right now, it's 8:19 in the morning. Hey, how many of you all knew that football is back tonight? Yeah, the NFL preseason actually kicks off tonight. Did you know that? The Lions and the LA Chargers will face off on NBC and Peacock in the Hall of Fame game tonight. Both teams are looking to get off to a hot start after making playoff appearances last year. A kickoff tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern. Coverage starts at 7 o'clock. They'll play in Canton, Ohio, home of the Football Hall of Fame. The game is ahead of the Pro Football Hall of Fame induction, which is coming up this Saturday, August 2nd, when Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Sterling Sharp, and Antonio Gates will get into the Hall of Fame. But yeah, football is so back. Tonight, 8 o'clock is the kickoff between the Chargers and the Lions on NBC. Hey, Randy Isms is in studio this morning, giving us the thoughts of Randy Graham. These are Randy Isms. Take it away, Randy.
Good morning, Sir Joe in the Know, and what another great day it is to get up and get at 'em. Well, Joe, lo and behold, after my comments on Tuesday morning, calling out the phony propaganda produced on the front page of the New York Times of a starving young boy in Gaza, picked up in newspapers and social media around the world, the New York Times retracted the story, albeit not on the front page, but on an online edition and in the corners of their main publication. Not that it had any diddly-doo-doo with anything shared here, but showing once again that this segment is on the cutting edge of truth, reason, and common sense. But the New York Times never admitting to cropping or otherwise altering the same photograph by purposely removing the healthy, well-fed brother standing beside his mother and ill brother in the photograph. In other words, it shared Tuesday, the boy wasn't even in Gaza, but at that very moment of the publication was being treated in Italy for a health disorder which caused him to look emaciated. But by then, it's after the fact and too late. Even hoodwinking our own President Trump, which got the ball rolling down a slippery slope. As the Prime Minister of England, Sturm, announced he would recognize a Palestinian state to coincide with the previous announcement by President Macron of France, unless Israel immediately had a ceasefire and allow the UN to again control the distribution of food, whose corruption allows Hamas to hijack the deliveries and use as a black market to finance their terrorist activity, not only against Israel, but used in controlling their own people. But you don't hear that side of the story reported on, do we? And now, in typical fashion, Canada comes alongside their motherland and announced they, too, will recognize a Palestinian state. Albeit, to Trump's credit, he let it be known that such an act by Canada might affect their trade deal with the U.S. Obviously, a sign Trump is trying to put back what he let out of the bag by eating the baloney produced by the New York Times story, but more like opening a Pandora's box. But it is understanding how one can be hoodwinked by such propaganda. Of course, France's Emmanuel Macron made such a declaration because their immigration policies have allowed Islamic enclaves within their own country. Yeah, just self-ruled little Islamic countries within France. And they now can't get rid of it. So as a political ploy to placate these parasites, he announces they will recognize a Palestinian state. But what else would you expect from a president of France who is controlled by the whims of his wife, as we witnessed her smacking him before he was stepping off an airplane? I mean, folks, we got to remember World War II, France is in a habit of easily surrendering before America came along and saved their arse. But Macron being slapped around by his wife on that airplane was more reminiscent of a schoolchild being disciplined by a school teacher. Oh, by the way, she was his school teacher. As some listeners may not realize that his wife actually was his drama teacher when he attended high school. Macron being a classmate of his wife's daughter, and who she started dating when he was only 15, which in the United States would have ended her in prison and not as the First Lady of France. But with France having the legal age of consent being 15, it was allowed. So his parents sent him to a boarding school. As in an interview years later, Mrs. Macron stated she was concerned he might fall for someone his own age. And now being 24 years his senior, she obviously still rules or controls the narrative. So it's not unexpected that Macron would kowtow to the political pressure at the expense of Israel. And by the way, nothing wrong with dating someone, even marrying someone 24 years, your senior or junior, but it does open the window into the inside of who is making the decisions for France when they both thought it was normal at the time and still do now. Yes, as often shared here, one of the truisms of life, just like moms will be moms no matter what age a child becomes, or people in power like to stay in power and as a result will jump through all types of hoops in order to keep it. In the same way, a personality in one area will always show up in another. In this case, the wimpiness in one area, bowing down as a leader and beholding to the whims of your mate or drama teacher, leads to the same wimpiness in your adulthood that makes one bow down to the whims of radical Islamists to avoid being smacked around. Only problem is, it's at the expense of Israel. Hey, I got an idea. Since France is allowing many Islamic states within their own country with their own police force and laws, just carve out a Palestinian state within France. I mean, haven't they already provided a pattern to the world? Huh? Or maybe the United Kingdom could do the same. Or even better, perhaps Canada. I mean, you have Quebec, who has tried to vote for independence instead of using terrorism, albeit always being voted down. But when it comes to Israel, no, you have to carve out your own territory. Even though Israel agreed in the Oslo Accords to allow such a Palestinian state, before at the last minute, Arafat, or the leader of the PLO, which later became the Palestinian Authority, turned it down. So now there is Gaza controlled by Hamas and the West Bank controlled by the Palestinian Authority, acting as a more moderate group, although they still reward the families of suicide bombers with lifetime support when their children blow up Israeli citizens with suicide bombs. Oh, by the way, why are there two areas instead of just Gaza that's controlled by two different Palestinian groups, which the Prime Minister of England stated the West Bank must also be part of the Palestinian state? Hamas started a civil war, Palestinian Authority in Gaza, after Israel withdrew in 2000, I believe it was 5, sometime around there, allowing the Palestinians a self-governing area for peace. But they had a civil war, and the nations of the world intervened like they're trying to do now and required a Palestinian vote. And guess what? The Palestinians voted for Hamas to rule them. And the Palestinian Authority was kicked out and found a home in the West Bank. Hamas now controlling all of Gaza with terror and an indoctrination of their youth to hate Israel, even using characters like Mickey Mouse to promote hate and the eradication of the Jewish people. As the hostages admitted that not one person within Gaza, even ones who are not members of Hamas, would show them kindness in the Gaza territory. No, they hate and want to kill, destroy Israel. Just like they will try and do to America if they have the opportunity. The same mentality that we witnessed after 9/11 while watching on television people, including the children, cheering in 2001, the Twin Towers being knocked down. And now those young children are adults. Many may be even participating in the October the 7th massacre in Israel. So Canada, perhaps you can create a space for them. At least get along better with you than with the Jews in Israel. But no, you won't allow that, will you? Just like you won't allow Quebec to have its own independence, by the way, which I believe you're right in not allowing it to happen. But why not? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Can anyone hear the words hypocrisy? No, but you expect Israel to do what you're not willing to do. You see, here's what happens when the British and Canadian prime ministers and France presidents show their foolishness in demanding a Palestinian state. You are rewarding terrorism, while proving in the best case they don't understand and in the worst case don't care about the realities of the area. There is a striking historical irony here for those calling on Israel to make peace. The Irish Republican Army spent 30 years trying to force the British out of Northern Ireland. But their IRA did not receive statehood as a reward for its bombing campaigns. In Algeria, France's bloody withdrawal followed decades of war, not unilateral recognition. And the Taliban, for all the West engagement, was never rewarded with statehood. They simply succeeded in driving Americans out. Why then is Hamas, which burned babies alive and paraded women through Gaza streets, being granted political dividends? So the New York Times was successful this time in hoodwinking world opinion, even catching our own president in its web. Oh, what wicked webs we weave when first we practice to deceive. Or in this case, believe the propaganda of a media organization that has proven time and again they cannot be trusted. However, this is one genie, even with the United States having veto power within the United Nations, that even Trump cannot put back in the bottle, and thus paving the way in fulfilling biblical prophecy.
Randy Graham, the thoughts of Randy Graham and Randy Graham's thoughts. We have them Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on the Joe Show at this time on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. Coming up in the next 30 minutes, James the Gardener's on here giving us a gardening tip. We have Grub Gab, the world of food, coming your way. This date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. 9 o'clock in the morning hour gives us Pioneer Days at 9:10. We'll talk about that. And then 9:35 this morning, it is a Morning Point Thursday. We're a minute away from K&N News. Hey!
Hi, I'm Brent Blevins, Public Health Director for your Boyle County Health Department. The health and safety of our residents is of great importance to me. Each year, lives are lost due to lung cancer, many of which are preventable. That is something that I would like to see change. Lung cancer deaths associated with smoking and exposure to radon gas are considered by the Environmental Protection Agency as the foremost contributing factors in causing lung cancer. This is where the Boyle County Health Department can help. We have smoking cessation classes beginning often, and the entire program only lasts 13 weeks. Imagine how much better you can feel in just a few short weeks. Also, our environmental staff has information on radon indoor air mitigation systems that can greatly reduce the risk of radon gas in your home. For more information on either of these programs, contact your Boyle County Health Department at 859-236-2053. Thank you.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
A proposed settlement between one of the state's biggest utilities and the state of Kentucky has aim on protecting Kentuckians' wallets. Scott Hooper has the story.
Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman announced a proposed settlement between LG&E and KU that could save taxpayers close to $775 million, according to the AG's office. Under the terms of the settlement, the utility will construct 2 new natural gas combined cycle units at Mill Creek and Brown Station. The company will also expand the lifespan of 2 coal plants, allowing them to continue operations, and the companies have agreed not to pursue construction on battery storage facilities. I'm Scott Hooper.
Lexington Mayor Linda Gorton says she's running for a 3rd term. Gorton announced her re-election bid on Wednesday, saying she loves the community and wants to finish what she started. If elected and she completes the term, she'd be the first mayor in city history to serve 3 full terms. Gorton says violent crime is down, but more work is needed, including finalizing a new government center to replace the current city building. The election will be held in November of 2026. In Pulaski County, a traffic stop led to a major meth bust. Deputies say 57-year-old Lanny Dobbs was already under investigation when he was pulled over in Shopville. Inside his vehicle, detectives found syringes, digital scales, and more than 50 grams of meth, some hidden in the engine compartment. Dobbs, a repeat offender, is now facing multiple felony charges. And in Johnson County, WHIR Castle Fire and Rescue posted to social media that they're merging with the Thielka Volunteer Fire Department. Fire officials say they'll turn the Thielka Volunteer Department into a fourth station, but community volunteers are needed to keep it open. I'm Travis Laird.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Roll out those lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer.
Big Deal Store is rolling out those summer savings for you. You can purchase a $50 gift certificate from B&O Jewelers for just $29, or get this, 4 $50 gift certificates, a $200 value for just $100. That means you only pay half price. Stay in style with a visit to Anderson's Lifestyle Boutique in Danville. Get a $50 gift certificate for only $35. $10 gift certificates to the Bread of Life in Liberty are just $7. Give that sweet tooth what it wants at Sweets by Cindy in Junction City. $10 gift certificates are half price is $5. Applebee's Grill and Bar in Danville. Get a $10 gift certificate for just $7.50. $22 Pioneer Playhouse gift certificates are back. You get an entertaining $5 savings at just $17. Come clean with a visit to Thoroughbred Auto Wash in Danville. $20 car washes are just half price at $10. Check out these and many more great savings at our Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net. hometownlive.net. These famous recipes been serving the best chicken in Danville since 1972. Lisa's proud to serve up money-saving $6 meals that include 2 strips or 2 pieces of dark meat, livers or gizzards, your choice of a side, plus a home-style buttermilk biscuit and drink, all of it just $6. Don't feel like cooking? Feed the family with an 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece meal that comes with large shareable sides and home-style buttermilk biscuits. For your next get-together, call Lee's, the expert caterers, at 859-236-8777. Visit Lee's Famous Recipe, the chicken specialist in Danville on South 4th.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Families are invited to discover the joy of mountain biking at this Saturday's Trail Adventure Quest. It'll take place at the Woven Wire Mountain Bike Trail in Danville and will offer 5th through 12th grade students and their parents the chance to meet coaches from Danville's composite mountain bike team and learn about the mountain bike opportunities, of which there are many here in this area. If you're interested, you can find out more information online at KentuckyMTB.org. Boyle County Schools families are asked to complete their household income form for this school year. Only one form per household is needed and could help you qualify for school fee assistance, family resource and youth service center support, and future EBT benefits. You can find the link to that online at the Boyle County Schools Facebook page. A former Danville grad is returning back home to perform a recital. It's this Sunday where Danville High School grad Kimberly Milburn will return back to the school for her first performance there since she graduated. Milburn, a mezzo-soprano, will sing music with themes of love and hope, beginning with Italian songs and Mexican folk songs, followed by songs by famous composers and classical musical theater. Tickets are $17 in advance and $20 at the door, and free for Danville students. Go to KimberlyMilburn.com for ticket information. And the countdown is on. It's almost hard to believe, but 3 weeks from tomorrow is the start of the high school football season. Hometown Radio will, of course, be your home for Danville, Boyle County, Garrett County, and Mercer County football. Danville games will be on WHIR, Boyle games on Z105, WRNZ-FM, Mercer games on WHBN, and Garrett County games on HometownLive.net and delayed on Z105. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
It's here. It's new. Filled with the best wide selection of vehicles just for you.
Why that field use a factory?
7 acres of pre-owned elite inventory makes them the largest deal maker around.
Why that field use a factory?
So come on down to Nicholsville off US 27 to Vince Drive. Then you've arrived at the new
Why that field use a factory?
Buy with confidence straight from the factory. Take a virtual tour at
WhyThatFieldUseCarFactory.com.
Put your tummy in your tank at Papa's Quick Stop number 17, where convenience meets quality. Nestled on North Stewart's Lane, the former Bluegrass Truck Stop's now under new ownership and management, offering a fresh take for truck drivers and travelers. From juicy and crispy broaster chicken to delicious mouth-watering Hunt's Brothers Pizza, available 24/7. Simply call 859-209-2400 for a speedy pickup. Premium quality diesels available for one truck or a fleet of trucks. Let Papa's Quick Stop be your perfect travel companion. Papa's Quick Stop number 17 in Danville, North Stewart's Lane looks forward to serving you.
Bad decisions limit future options. Stop adversity from becoming stress. Listen to The Flatline with host Rick Hughes, Sunday mornings at 7:30 on WHIR. Learn problem-solving devices built on God's Word. For inspiration, education, all without manipulation. The Flatline Sunday mornings at 7:30 on WHIR and online at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, Rayleigh Joe, thank you for that. Brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. They proudly represent the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. Calling Mark or Chris. For a free quote, 236-6686. Mostly sunny, 93 is the high, 67 the low, 100 is the heat index. Tomorrow, sunny and 82. Saturday, sunny and 83. Sunday, partly sunny and 83. 8:37 in the morning right now, 74 degrees. Thursday, the 31st day of July. Pimmy, what's going on with you this morning?
Hi, I'm Timothy Stewart Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. The size of your guest list is a key factor in future decision in determining the reception location, menu choices, number of favors, and just about every other aspect of your plans. If you're bound by the constraints of a budget and head count, constructing a guest list means walking a fine line between have-tos and want-tos. You have many relatives you may want to attend the wedding, and if there's no room on the list for 200 people from your side alone, some cuts will have to be made. The best way to create your guest list is to break down your guests into definitelys and maybes. Definitelys are grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, and other important people whom neither of you would dream of cutting from the list. They are your closest relatives, friends, and colleagues. On the maybe list, write people you would love to invite if you could. Where do you make cuts if the guest list gets out of control? Many brides report they draw the line after first cousins and friends they haven't been in contact with for 2 years. Remember, your celebration should include your nearest and dearest. My love note, face facts. If you're the mom of the bride or the groom, protecting fragile egos is important. Part of your role will be to explain diplomatically to folks that you simply can't invite everyone you'd love to have at the wedding.
Back to school is on the brain. That means new notebooks, pencils, new everything. And while the kids are getting ready to get book smart, it's time for you to save smart with Straight Talk Wireless. Switch now and get a free Moto G 2025 with 5G when you activate select plans. Now that's a smart call. Get Straight Talk covered by Verizon's 5G network. Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Offer valid through 10/19/25. Taxes and fees apply. Purchase of gold unlimited plan or higher required for offer. Must activate the plan in-store at Walmart. Cannot be combined with other offers.
Oh, these polymers aren't as flexible as batch K3.
Researcher Laurie is stretched thin.
Did you get the vulcanization analytics from V66? Oh, wait, are these rubber scores from last week?
She needs to hire new lab technicians so she can bounce back into her old self.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our matching platform lets you spend less time searching and more time connecting with candidates. Redeem your $75 credit at Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
David is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years, and I'm from Flowery Branch, Georgia. When I first started taking Prevagen, I noticed stuff just seemed to come together and fit like a jigsaw puzzle. When I have customers come in, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription. And I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works. I wouldn't recommend something like Prevagen if I didn't think it was worth it because it works so good for me. And I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really works so good. Makes my day.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Discover the power of radio. If you're a business owner, did you know that radio advertising pays off over a long period of time? The advertising you do today is selling customers who may make their buying decisions weeks or even months from now. By consistently advertising, you get a long-term advantage over your competitors. Discover the power of radio.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
I went to ride Hatfield Chevrolet, and they had me
driving in my car, going very far, down the street in my car.
If you want to ride, go to RodHatfieldChevy.com. Rod Hatfield Chevrolet, Lexington, Kentucky.
Thinking about buying a home, starting a business, or tackling a renovation? Whitaker Bank is here to help you make it happen. This is Ronald Howard. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Danville. We understand that every financial decision is personal. That's why we offer local expertise and reliable service. Let's find the right solution for you. Call me at 859-236-9822 today, and let's take the next step together. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
Hey, 8:42 in the morning. James the Gardener is in studio. And before we get into our Gardening with James segment, let's see what's going on today in Grub Gab, the world of food, James, where you can just eat it, okay?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Starting off with story number 1. The collaboration that the world needs that may heal all the wounds that we have in this country. Hershey and Mondelez, James, have announced a Reese's and Oreo collaboration, introducing 2 new mashups with 2 of maybe the most popular candy and cookie ever. Both products fuse Reese's peanut butter cups and Oreo cookies. Fans across the U.S. have been begging for this combination of flavor for years, James. The Reese's Oreo cup combines milk chocolate and white cream peanut butter with Oreo cookie crumbs inside. So we'll be trying out a new Reese cup coming up when they hit stores.
Oh, man, that sounds pretty interesting.
They'll be available in king size, standard size, and miniature cups. The Oreo Reese cookie features Oreo chocolate sandwich cookies filled with Reese peanut buttery cream with Oreo cookie crumbs. Fans can try the Reese Oreo cup starting August 18th for pre-sale.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the cups will be on shelves nationwide in September. The Oreo Reese cookies will also be available for pre-sale on August 18th. You can find them on store shelves nationwide in September as well. So here in a couple months, trying out some new Oreos, James.
All right, let's do it.
IHOP has seriously earned its International House of Pancakes moniker over the years. The breakfast chain has perfected its world-famous buttermilk pancakes, so much so that its marketing stunt of changing its name to IHOB to celebrate burger menu launch had customers worried the fain-loved pancakes were gone. But you can never stop the Pancake House from making what it knows best, pancakes, and now they introduce IHOP the Dubai chocolate pancakes. The menu item starts with a classic stack of buttermilk pancakes layered with crunchy toasted katafi. I don't know what that is. I know it's shredded phyllo dough, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Pistachio cream and chocolate hazelnut spread. The entire stack is topped with even more pistachio cream, hazelnut spread, katafi, chocolate curls, and crushed pistachios. There you go. IHOP introducing chocolate Dubai pancakes. And I know, this one is nowhere near us, but Whataburger celebrating the 75th anniversary with a special 75-cent deal on its classic #1 Whataburger on August the 8th, National Whataburger Day. There you go. Whataburger selling 75-cent Whataburgers. IHOP with the chocolate Dubai pancakes. And the story that's making headlines, Reese and Oreos collabing with the Reese Oreo cup and the Oreo Reese cookie. Grub Gab, where you can just eat it, James.
All right.
And now, for the next few minutes, the man with the jolly green thumb and the big straw hat is going to tell us where it's at. Gardening with James, that's the name. Growing good food, that's our aim. Working in our garden every day. Well, we might not be all that pretty, but we don't mind getting all dirty and gritty. Growing our food the natural way. Yes, we're gardening with James, the natural way. Let's dig it, James.
What's going on with James today?
Oh, enjoying this cool weather. We drop out of the hundreds down into 70s and the 80s, and for a few days. Looks like rain is in the neighborhood. So, I mean, it'd be kind of nice to get some of that because we've been pounded by sunshine. So, a little bit of rain. But now we're getting ready to move into the dog days of summer, and which, it'll probably be hot.
Yeah.
So, now's a great, I say it every year, now's a great time to take a picture of what your yard looks like, what you like about it, what you don't like about it, and try to go ahead and try to fix it. Because, like I said, the dog days of summer, a lot of people don't like gardening in this type of heat. So, some of these people, they'll stop, and then they'll wait and maybe plant fall stuff. So that this way they don't have to be out there all summer trying to, get vegetables and flowers and all these different things. So take a picture of what your yard, front in your backyard. And if you like what it is, you're fine. Cut the grass, weed eat, and you just go on through your summer. If you don't like it, now's a great time to make those changes. So this way you'll be prepared for the fall.
Gardening with James, Tuesdays and Thursdays, right here on the Joe Show at this time.
Yes, sir.
All righty, James. Here's an interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
When you hit up a fast food joint, you don't often think about what professional chefs think about fast food, right? You're just getting something you think's good, quick, and probably pretty affordable.
Right.
But there are a few fast food items that even the most professional of chefs say they enjoy. So Food and Wine magazine asked professional chefs to name the top fast food items that they personally love to order. Right? You think a chef doesn't have time. They're too snobby to eat fast food.
Okay.
But that's not the case, James.
You're right.
So here we go. Here's what they said, the top 5 fast food items that professional chefs love, okay? Number 5, In-N-Out cheeseburgers.
Oh, yeah.
I've never had an In-N-Out before.
I have, and they're good.
Yeah, they say the ingredients are fresh. It's just a solid burger overall.
Yep.
The only catch is it's not always fast food.
Right.
The lines at In-N-Out can get to be pretty long.
That's because they're doing it right.
Because people like to eat there.
Yeah.
It's like Chick-fil-A.
Yep.
Like you can expect there'll probably always be a line around Chick-fil-A.
Yep.
The food is good, fresh, and people treat you with respect when you go there.
That's right.
Right? So people are willing to pay more to get treated like they should be.
Okay. Don't make sense, but yeah.
Number 4, James. This chef says, we don't have the names of the chef, so we have to believe that what Food and Wine is telling us is true, and I do.
Okay.
Number 4 is KFC's chicken sandwich.
Okay.
This chef said that they were working on a fried chicken concept. They tested out every fried chicken sandwich they could find. And KFC was their favorite one.
Really?
They kept on going back to KFC as having the best fried chicken sandwich.
All right.
KFC. Number 3, this may shock you, but yes, there is one chef that says, I just love McNuggets from McDonald's. Even food snobs love chicken nuggets. Food and Wine linked a recent article on how even these elevated restaurants are serving nuggets. They become a thing at a handful of fine dining restaurants.
Okay.
People love nuggets. And when you think nuggets, McNuggets are the ones chicken McNuggets from McDonald's.
Right.
To me, that's like the base chicken nugget. You want chicken nuggets? Yeah, let's go to McDonald's and get some, right? Chicken McNuggets are the nuggets. So that's number 3.
Good stuff.
Number 2, James, going to Burger King and getting an Impossible Whopper. This chef says it's a pretty decent burger if you're looking for a vegetarian option. The Impossible Whopper. Yeah, it's the meatless Whopper.
Right.
But the number 1 restaurant, or I guess food, from a fast food restaurant that this chef says they love more than anything, Popeye's fried chicken, James. 3 different chefs had Popeye's fried chicken on their list.
They got good stuff.
They do. One of them said, I've never considered Popeye's to be fast food. To me, it's a fried chicken restaurant. That's kind of how I feel. Look, I think that there are restaurants that have drive-through windows on them.
Yeah.
But that, to me, doesn't make them fast food.
Right.
Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, to me, falls into that category. It's a fried chicken restaurant.
Yeah.
You can get it through a drive-through window if you want, and they do a great job getting it to you fast.
Yeah.
But it almost doesn't it's too high quality to be considered fast food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I just got some.
You got some a couple days ago, right?
Yeah.
And did you go through the drive-through window and get it?
No, I went inside.
Went inside? You can do it that way. Obviously, drive-through restaurants do, but to me, Lee's is too delicate to be considered fast food.
Right.
Fast food comes in a plastic or paper wrapper, and you're holding the item in the wrapper while you're eating it. And you may even get a bite of the wrapper while you're eating it. You know?
Right.
I don't know. Like, there are some Subway restaurants that have drive-through windows, and I can't wrap my head around Subway being fast food.
Right.
Even though they give it to you pretty fast. You're standing in a line, they make the sandwich for you.
Yep.
It's fast food, but it's that way at, like, Jimmy John's and Penn Station. Do you consider those fast food?
No.
If you don't, then why would you consider Subway fast food? Just because it has a drive-through window?
I agree. I agree.
I kind of got off on a tangent there, but the 5 fast food items professional chefs love. In-N-Out cheeseburgers, number 5. KFC chicken sandwich, number 4. McNuggets, number 3. The Impossible Whopper, number 2. Popeye's fried chicken, James, comes in at number 1.
Watch out.
8:52 in the morning, and we're going to see what's gone on this day in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. Coming up next.
David is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years, and I'm from Flowery Branch, Georgia. When I first started taking Prevagen, I noticed stuff just seemed to come together and fit like a jigsaw puzzle. When I have customers come in, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription. And I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works. I wouldn't recommend something like Prevagen if I didn't think it was worth it, because it works so good for me. And I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really works so good. It makes my day.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky 2025 football's fall camp is underway. Practice started yesterday and continues today. Tomorrow is Media Day, with Fan Day coming up Saturday at the Kraft Center. The gates open around 10 o'clock as Wildcat supporters get to come in and meet the team and watch them practice. UK opens the year hosting Toledo on August 30th at Kroger Field, and we'll have them all season long on Z105. UK men's basketball has made a couple of scholarship offers. One went to 2026 four-star center Josh Irving, a 6'11", 220-pound big man from Pasadena, California. The other offer was to 2027 top 10 small forward Marcus Spears Jr., 6'7", 170-pound Spears hails from Plano, Texas. Meanwhile, UK head coach Mark Pope is anxious to get 6'10" stretch forward Andrija Jelovic on campus. Jelovic is still in the process of getting to Lexington from Croatia. In baseball, Cincinnati scored 3 times in the bottom of the 8th to snap a 2-2 tie and win the final game of their 3-game set 5-2 over the Dodgers. Spencer Steer's 2-run triple broke the tie. Just 3 games are on tonight's Major League schedule. The Reds host the Braves tonight and tomorrow afternoon. Then they play Atlanta Saturday night at the Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee, where 85,000 tickets have been sold. That would be the largest crowd to ever see an MLB event. In other action yesterday, the Cubs bombed the Brewers 10-3. The Pirates won their 5th straight, edging the Giants 2-1 in 10 innings. San Francisco has lost 6 in a row, all at home. It was the Royals 1, Braves nothing, Guardians 5, Rockies nothing, A's 5, Mariners 4, Yankees 5, Rays 4, and the Marlins 2, Cardinals nothing. Other winners were the Astros, Blue Jays, Padres, Rangers, Red Sox, Tigers, and White Sox. Baseball's trading deadline ends at 6 o'clock this evening, Eastern Time. Among the deals so far, the Reds have picked up third baseman Ke'Bryan Hayes from the Pirates and starter Zach Littell from the Rays. The Mariners are getting third baseman Gino Suarez from Arizona. And the Mets traded to get St. Louis closer Ryan Helsley. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's coming your way courtesy of Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision, auto body repair. Head to the mechanics at Dabs Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Dillahay. Get a free estimate, and they work at their insurance company. They fix water leaks, James. Window motor repairs.
All right.
Hail damage.
All right.
And paintless dent repair.
All right.
Danville Auto Body Shop. Sunny 93, heat index 100 today. And big time cool off over the weekend. Awesome stuff.
Thank you.
Friday, you're welcome. Friday, partly sunny, 82. Glad to do it, James.
Okay.
Saturday, sunny and 83. Big day at Kurtzinger's on Saturday.
Yeah.
Having their Customer Appreciation Day. And you heard Rick talk about some of the big-time giveaways they're doing. Give away all kinds of good stuff.
Always give away good stuff.
Sunday, partly sunny and 83. Right now, it's 74 degrees, and we do not have enough time to do this state and rock and roll, pop, and R&B, which is fine, because if we have time at 9 o'clock in the morning now, or we'll do it then. I've already got the songs loaded up and all that, but right now, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and we've got top hour news in like 1 second, so I don't have enough time to do the segment right now.
Do it.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WIMAX.
It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. A growing number of Senate Democrats are voting against sending military aid to Israel. The Senate on Wednesday rejected 2 measures that would have blocked a $670 million arms package to Israel. Over half of the Senate Democrats voted in favor of the resolutions. That's up from 15 Democrats who voted against military aid to Israel back in April. President Trump is lowering tariffs on South Korea to 15%, down from 25%. Laura Westbrook reports President Trump has announced that the U.S. has reached a full and complete trade deal with the country.
The deal will also see Seoul invest $350 billion in the U.S. The 15% tariff rate covers both cars and semiconductors, 2 of Seoul's main exports to the U.S.
Trump says that, in addition, South Korean officials have agreed to expand trading channels to include imports of U.S. products, including cars, trucks, and agriculture. The announcement comes just a day before the August 1st deadline for countries to reach trade agreements with the U.S. or face higher tariffs. Funeral services are taking place in the Bronx in New York today for an NYPD officer who was killed during the mass shootings at a Midtown Manhattan office building on Monday. Scott Pringle in New York.
A huge turnout expected at a mosque in Parkchester for Officer Adidarul Islam. The 36-year-old was off duty but working a security job at the Park Avenue building when the gunman entered and shot him. Islam leaves behind a pregnant wife and 2 children. More than $200,000 has been raised for his family through online fundraisers. A funeral for another victim in the mass shooting, Rudin Management employee Julia Hyman, took place Wednesday.
And President Biden's former senior advisor will testify today in a GOP probe of Biden's mental fitness while in office. Mike Donlin had previously agreed to a closed-door interview. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Hi, everyone. If you've been injured in an accident that was not your fault, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions for free. Call now and find out if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth. Call 800-340-5510. I'm here with spokesman John Wolf. So, John, tell everyone listening who should call right now.
Well, Maria, first off, thank you for having me here. It's always nice to answer the listeners' questions. Now, as far as who should call in, anyone who's been injured in an accident and think you deserve compensation, give us a call right now. 800-340-5510. You'll find out if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth.
Thanks, John. You heard it, folks. Take advantage of this opportunity and call now. 800-340-5510.
Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center, may not be available in all states.
Former NBA star Gilbert Arenas is pleading not guilty to charges connected with illegal gambling. Arenas' attorney, Jerome Freiberg, spoke outside of the courthouse on Wednesday.
As far as the case, it's a little early for us to comment on it, so we'll just sort of see how things go, but he is getting out on bail.
On Wednesday, Arenas and several other people were arrested on a federal indictment. He's accused of hosting high-stakes poker games at his mansion in Encino. Arenas is now free on bail. He's due back in court on September 23rd. The countdown is on for a 4-person crew preparing to launch today to the International Space Station. Rory O'Neill with more.
The weather looks good for the SpaceX rocket that will carry a crew from the U.S., Russia, and Japan to the ISS.
Mike, Kimia, Oleg have been fantastic teammates this entire time. We've been training together for over a year now, and we are ready to fly.
Commander Zena Cardman is making her first flight with the crew that will spend the next 6 months living in orbit. If today's Florida launch goes as planned, the Crew Dragon capsule will dock to the station on Saturday.
TikTok is allowing users accepted into its pilot program to start providing additional context to videos. More from Matt Mattinson.
With the new feature, footnotes deemed helpful by enough contributors who typically have differing opinions will become visible to others. TikTok first announced in April that it was testing footnotes, and it follows moves by other major platforms, including X and Meta. The popular video sharing app also announced several new safety and well-being features, including parental oversight of teen accounts and tools to allow creators to filter out certain comments.
Las Vegas continues to see fewer tourists. The Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority says visitation fell for the 6th straight month in June. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
One of the big investment banks is now predicting that these are going to be boom times financially in America. The only sector of the economy that is getting hurt is the housing market, and that's being hurt specifically by one person, one man, that has an animus and an agenda that is contrary to President Trump, and that is the Fed chair, Jerome Powell. I mean, if they could find a reason to fire him, I think he deserves to be fired. He's not up to the job. If he had any honor, knowing that he's disliked to the extent that he is, and his policies are that out of sync with a duly elected president, he should resign, get out of the way, and let President Trump appoint somebody that is more in sync with getting interest rates to a level that is more aligned with where the rest of the world happens to be.
Check out the Sean Hannity Radio Show later today, right here.
All right, how many times have you told someone, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? Now, that's great advice for most things, but not so much for your cell phone. Look, likely over time, the battery will fade, the processor can't keep up, and maybe it's even fallen in the toilet one too many times. Now, fortunately, thanks to Pure Talk, your cell phone is something you can replace without feeling guilty. When you switch to Pure Talk this month, they're going to give you a Samsung Galaxy A36 for free with a $35 qualifying plan. Just $35 a month for talk and text and data and a free Samsung phone with scratch-resistant Gorilla Glass and a battery that lasts all day. It's all on America's most dependable 5G network. Look, supporting companies like Pure Talk is a good thing. To switch, it is simple, it is fast, it is easy. You dial pound 250, say the keyword save now to get your free phone today. That's pound 250, keyword save now. Make the switch to my wireless company, a veteran-owned company, America's wireless company, Pure Talk.
David is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years, and I'm from Flowery Branch, Georgia. When I first started taking Prevagen, I noticed stuff just seemed to come together and fit like a jigsaw puzzle. When I have customers come in, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription, and I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works. I wouldn't recommend something like Prevagen if I didn't think it was worth it because it works so good for me. And I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really worked so good. Makes my day.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Families are invited to discover the joy of mountain biking at this Saturday's Trail Adventure Quest. It'll take place at the WHIR Mountain Bike Trail in Danville and will offer 5th through 12th grade students and their parents the chance to meet coaches from Danville's composite mountain bike team and learn about the mountain bike opportunities, of which there are many here in this area. If you're interested, you can find out more information online at KentuckyMTB.org. Oil County Schools families are asked to complete their household income form for this school year. Only one form per household is needed and could help you qualify for school fee assistance, family resource and youth service center support, and future EBT benefits. You can find the link to that online at the Boyle County Schools Facebook page. A former Danville grad is returning back home to perform a recital. It's this Sunday where Danville High School grad Kimberly Milburn will return back to the school for her first performance there since she graduated. Milburn, a mezzo-soprano, will sing music with themes of love and hope, beginning with Italian songs and Mexican folk songs, followed by songs by famous composers and classical musical theater. Tickets are $17 in advance and $20 at the door, and free for Danville students. Go to KimberlyMilburn.com for ticket information. And the countdown is on. It's almost hard to believe, but 3 weeks from tomorrow is the start of the high school football season. Hometown Radio will, of course, be your home for Danville, Boyle County, Garrett County, and Mercer County football. Danville games will be on WHIR, Boyle games on Z105, WRNZ-FM, Mercer games on WHBN, and Garrett County games on HometownLive.net and delayed on Z105. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
It's coming your way courtesy of The Little Sign Shop. Need a sign, a banner, and decal fast? Of course you do. The owners and operators have got you covered from the Little Sign Shop here in Danville. Mostly sunny, a high of 93. Low tonight, 67. Tomorrow, partly sunny and 82 is your high. Saturday, sunshine and 83. Sunday, partly sunny and 83. Right now, it is 9:10 in the morning, and I believe we're talking Pioneer Days, and we're going to have a guest on the show talking about the upcoming festival in Harrodsburg, Pioneer Days. Good morning. You're on the Joe Show. Who are we talking to this morning?
Good morning. This is Ashley, the coordinator for Pioneer Days.
Ashley, how you doing this morning?
I'm wonderful. How are you, Joe?
I'm doing great. Appreciate you being on here this morning talking Pioneer Days, which is coming up in just a couple of weeks. Let's start off there, Ashley. What are the dates for Pioneer Days, and tell us where it's going?
August 14th through the 17th. It'll be at the Old Fort Herod Park. As always, it's that entire plot of land in front of the park. You can go into Old Fort Herod for discounted pricing and tours, and then in the back of the area as well. We have several new things to talk about that's going on and happening that we've added this year.
Good stuff. Let's talk about them then. What's the new things we can look forward to?
So the first thing, so we are exactly 2 weeks away, and on Thursday, August 14th, we are starting off the night with Disney. So it's our family night. It's our kickoff to Pioneer Days. We wanted something different and something new. So we have partnered with Phoenix Theater Productions, which is a new theater group in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, and they are putting on a Disney show, or princess show. Sorry. So we're doing princess meet and greets, listening to all of your favorite songs from different movies, and then you get to take pictures. As soon as that's over, that will start at 5 o'clock and go until 6:30. At 6:30, there will be registration for our baby contest, which is what we do every year. At this moment, it is closed off just to Mercer County residents. I believe that's how it's been for the past few years.
Okay.
And then directly after that, which we don't know how long the contest will last, but as soon as the baby contest is over, they step back on stage for villains. So you've got the good, and then you've got the bad, and they've got different songs from the different villainous movies as well.
There you go. So family night on Thursday. I've got a daughter, Ashley, who will love Disney Princess Night there that Thursday night.
I am super excited that my daughter, she's 2, and she loves dancing and listening to Disney music, so I think it's going to be an absolute blast. I'm hoping we can get everyone out there. I know we've got over 600 people interested on Facebook, so if we can just get all those people out there, get some more people out there, you can find all of our information is on our Facebook, Pioneer Days of Mercer, Kentucky, and I have created a separate event for everything going on in the entire weekend. So if you go to our event page there, you can find a list of about 14 events happening.
Awesome stuff. What about other things on Thursday? You mentioned those are some of the new things. Is there anything else going on Thursday? Maybe some of the standard activities people can look forward to on Thursday?
Yes, so we've actually added, so typically we don't have inflatables, but this year what's a Thursday night without inflatables? So we've actually moved to the inflatables, and I want to make sure everyone knows, because we usually have inflatables on Sunday, but this year we're having inflatables Thursday through Saturday. There is none on Sunday, but we're adding them to Thursday this year.
Awesome stuff. So it's going to be like, obviously you've got the Disney princess, and I think you said the villains as well, and maybe that's more geared towards girls who want to come out and see that. Obviously not just limited to that, but you also get, bring the siblings out. They can jump around, have fun, run around, tire the kids out, and just let them have a blast there at Pioneer Days.
Oh, yes. And we have our cops. So our cops and firefighters will be in the dunking booth. So we're bringing back the dunking booth this year. We didn't have it last year. And they will be set up between 6 and 9 to be dunked. So you get stop by the swag shop tent, and you can purchase your tickets for your balls, and then you go over to the dunking booth, and you can dunk a cop.
There you go. We love it. Now, for the Disney Princess Night, we know Pioneer Days is free to go to. Is there any cost for the Disney Princess Night that Thursday night?
Nope, it's all completely free.
Love it. Good stuff. So you talk about being able to have a blast, and the best 4-letter word we can say, free. It's all free there Thursday night. Friday, I guess really, the Thursday was added, I think, a couple of years ago, but when you think Pioneer Days, you think really Friday, and then certainly that Saturday and the Sunday activities too. Tell us what's going on there that Friday night at Pioneer Days, Ashley.
So Friday we will have our shoot-off at 5 o'clock. We'll have some announcements from our sponsors. We do have, of course, tourism helping us again this year. And we have a brand-new sponsor, Family Wealth Group, who will be out there to answer any questions. They'll may take a little bit of time on the mic as well. And then starting at 5:30 this year, we actually have free train rides. So I'm excited for the free. I've tried to add in so many new free items. So we have the free train rides starting from 5:30, and I'll have to double check. I think that goes until 7:30 on Friday, and of course it's all day on Saturday, starting from 12 to 7:30 with the free train rides on Saturday. And then we also have 2 different contests that anyone can enter to win, and you actually will. There's pre-registration at 5:30, but you can you'll be taking it to Mercer Chamber of Commerce, 101 South Main Street in Harrodsburg, and you can take that at any time, starting now until then. I'm working on the rubrics, and then we've got the applications at the office for our Jams and Jelly contest. We had that last year. It was a blast. Everyone loved it. So if you love jams and jellies and you make homemade jams and jellies, that contest is for you. A new contest that we've added in this year is our pickled contest. So pickle me fancy. We've got anything you can pickle that you pickle at home. You need to enter to win in the contest. We will have a number 1 winner, and then we'll have 2 runner-ups on both of those contests.
Awesome. And that's Friday, you said?
Yes, Friday. And then they'll judge it off-site. So they turn in all of their items to the chamber or to the chamber tent. I will personally take anything taken there on Friday to the Mercer Chamber, and then it will be judged. Jams and Jellies is judged at 6. Pickled contest is judged directly after that, probably around 6:30, and then we will announce the winners around 7 o'clock.
There you go. That's going on Friday. What about the all-day activities on Saturday? Ashley, what can we expect at Pioneer Day, Saturday, August the 16th?
So Saturday is kicked off with 2 different events. We have our 5K run. So if you are a runner or a walker, you don't have to run. You can walk. Enter in to the Lions Club 5K. It is a charity event run for sight. You can find that link on our website, pioneerdaysky.com. And then we also have our Colonial Breakfast. We have multiple restaurants around the area donating their time and food for our breakfast. It is $15 a ticket. So if you would like some tickets, come out to Mercer Chamber of Commerce, 101 South Main Street, Harrodsburg, Kentucky, and we can sell you some tickets, and you can get some breakfast. It is kind of like a buffet, so you'll just kind of walk through. They do serve it to you. It is there at Old Fort Herod. The 5K is over at Campbellsville, Harrodsburg. So they're doing it at the complex there.
Yeah.
The athletic complex. There we go.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember. There's like several buildings over there.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff going on, yeah.
So that's just the kickoff, and then we go. We hit the road running at 10 o'clock. We've got our dog show. Before our dog show, if you like to exercise, our Image Fitness gym is going to be doing some cardio classes at 8:30, and that'll go until 9:30. So they'll start off with a class from 8:30 to 9, and then do a Pilates class from 9 to 9:30. Then we have our dog show at 10 o'clock. You can watch our Karate Kids from the Institute over in Danville at 11. And then it just keeps going and going. There's so many different things. There's a tree walk, of course, our eating contest, because you can't do Pioneer Days without eating contests, in my opinion. I won the pie eating contest 3 years ago. Sadly, I can't compete, but I'll tell everyone the trick to winning the pie eating contest, which is at 1 o'clock, is to eat crust. No one ever thinks of that. That's the only reason I won, because someone else had more cream eaten, but I ate so much crust.
Oh, yeah. So it made it appear, I mean, you did, but then it certainly appeared like you ate a lot more because you ate the crust along with the cream. So there's a little tidbit of information from a former pie eating champion herself. If you want to win a pie eating contest, you got to take the crust out too.
Yeah, no one thinks about the crust. I know your nose is all stuffed with that cream, but you got to eat a little bit of that crust, and oh, it's so delicious. I love pie.
Love it. Good stuff. So that's the pie eating contest. Anything else on Saturday to let us know about, Ashley?
We have the pizza eating contest as well. That'll start off at 12 o'clock. So we'll do pizza at 12 and pie at 1. And then just as normal, there's live music. So on Friday, we have live music as well. And Saturday, we have live music starting at 12 o'clock. So Phoenix Theater Production, that'll be there on Thursday, will also be there on Saturday doing some rock and country ensemble, and then we will move into blue groove jazz, Donovan Howard blues, one more round, and then our headliner is Poor Decision.
Awesome. Is there wrestling coming this year?
It is. We will have a wrestling meet and greet. We are actually working with Elite Wrestling Alliance there in Danville.
Yeah.
We are excited for that partnership with them, and they are going to be there at 6 o'clock for a meet and greet from 6 to 7, and then 7 o'clock we'll start off the wrestling, and that'll go until 9 o'clock.
There you go. So activities into the evening hours on Saturday, and then Ashley, Sunday, what's going on there at the old Fort Herod State Park for Pioneer Days on the 17th of August?
Sunday is our church service. So we have Bethel Baptist Church Service will be with us again this year. They come out there. We've got plenty of chairs sitting out there, so you can come up. At 10 o'clock is the start of the outdoor church service there on Old Fort grounds. I've never been there myself. I will be there this year, so I believe it's there in front in the food court. But I'm not positive on that one.
Okay.
And then after that, we do not have the inflatables, but we will have the petting zoo. So the petting zoo is all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we will have our vendors as well. So some of them aren't able to stick around, but most of them are. So you can still get a lot of shopping done. And then something new, we're still waiting for the okay, but as long as we hear the okay back, so you have to keep tuning in to know if we're going to do it. We may have helicopter rides all week.
Wow. So, I mean, you said adding more and more new stuff coming to Pioneer Days. Again, the festival itself to go to is free. You may want to bring some extra dollars to either shop at vendors or eat at the food trucks or food court or, participate in those extra activities. But to go to the festival itself, it's free. It's August 14th through 17th of this year at Old Fort Herod State Park. Ashley, where can people find out more information about Pioneer Days this year?
They can go to both our Facebook or our website. Our Facebook is Pioneer Days KY of Mercer, Kentucky, and then our our website is pioneerdaysky.com. And then I also want to mention that today is the deadline for anyone for the new pageant added. So the pageant is Saturday, August 9th at Ragged Edge Theater, and today is the last day to register for that. As long as you get your registrations in by midnight, I'll be making sure that I print all of those for Monday. And then if you have applied and have not gotten an email response, I've got a few emails from yesterday I did not get with, but if you have emailed since before yesterday and you have not gotten a response, please send us a message. That means we did not get your email. And I know there are several people out there who have said they have emailed us and we have not gotten their email.
There it is, Pioneer Days, KY.com, Pioneer Days of Mercer County on Facebook. Looking forward to a great festival, August 14th through 17th at Old Fort Herod State Park. Ashley, appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you later, okay?
Of course. Thank you so much, Joe. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye. That's Pioneer Days of Mercer County. Ashley, who is the coordinator and director of Pioneer Days this year at the Old Fort Herod State Park. It wouldn't be a summer without Pioneer Days. All summer long, rocking and rolling here in the Joe Show, and rounding it out with Pioneer Days here in about 3 weeks. Gary Fogle, what you got for us, buddy? Kentucky sports memories coming your way.
Hello, I'm Gary Fogle. Welcome to Kentucky Sports Memories. And when Sheree Mansfield was learning how to play basketball, she found there was one key that helped her develop quickly.
At Watson's, we've been delivering all the family fun and relaxation to our local community for over 50 years. Our mission is to provide high-quality home recreational products and home furnishings to our customers that bring families and friends together for a break from the daily stresses of life. Shop the largest local selection of in-stock products for your home, inside and out, and get the guaranteed lowest price in the USA. Only at Watson's.
Sheree Mansfield didn't take up basketball until she was in the 8th grade. That's late for pretty much anybody, but especially someone who went on to be really good at it. She was an outstanding basketball player at Louisville DuPont Manual High School, then at Western Kentucky University, and then got drafted by the Houston Comets of the WNBA. had a short WNBA career before injuries forced her to the sidelines. But when she was learning basketball, she said there was one key that made her better quickly.
Ninth grade year of high school, I started getting really good, and the difference was I realized how important it was to play with boys. So I didn't only practice with the girls in my high school. You know, in my neighborhood, I would play with boys. I saw that I had something, you know.
So you practiced against the boys or played pickup with the boys when you were in high school so you would get better?
Yes, pickup. I would go to the parks around the neighborhood, and, you know, once I started driving, I would just go throughout Louisville to any park that I knew that boys would be playing at. And by my junior year, I would take the spot of other boys who usually would probably play with the boys. They'd be like, oh, no, Sheree's here. I'm sorry. You're going to have to wait, you know.
So obviously they accepted you, but maybe some of the boys who got replaced by you didn't like you being there.
Oh, no, they didn't.
But she didn't care, and her game took off, and as they say, the rest is history. So, what is Sheree Mansfield doing today? I think you'll find that interesting, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. Gary Fogle, Kentucky Sports Memories.
Yep, Gary Fogle, KSM, Kentucky Sports Memories, Mondays through Fridays right here on The Joe Show at this time. It's 9:28 and a half in the morning, Thursday, the 31st day of July. And happy to have you aboard. We're back in 90 seconds with bottom hour news, and a Morning Point Thursday is around the corner.
In Kentucky, we know the unexpected can strike at any moment, whether it's a tornado, flood, or severe storm. Being prepared could save lives. That's why it's vital to have an emergency plan. Know where your local shelter is. Keep an emergency kit with essentials like water, food, and medicine, and make sure your family has a communication plan in place. Boyle County, we're stronger when we are prepared. For more information on how to get ready, visit Boyle County Health Department's Division of Emergency Preparedness online at boylehealth.com. Stay safe, stay ready. This message was brought to you by your friends at the Boyle County Health Department.
Experience family fun with a Kentucky Twist at Kentucky Kingdom Theme and Water Park. New for 2025, surround yourself with the beauty of Kentucky as you explore Discovery Meadow, a delightful new adventure featuring exciting new rides, beloved characters, and tasty treats to savor. Create unforgettable family memories while celebrating the bold spirit of Kentucky. Get 2 days of fun for one great price. Buy online only for just $49.99 at KentuckyKingdom.com/special offer.
And now, here's a message from Morrison Bottom at Gethsemane Baptist Church in Danville.
Lord, you are so wonderful and you provide so much. We ask for blessings upon those that seek to preach your word. Those that hear, Father, we know just going to church doesn't save us, but it sure does help lives when we worship you together. All glory belongs to the Father. Amen.
A message from Gethsemane Baptist Church in Danville, across from Berkman Mill.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
3 Kentucky counties will not receive FEMA assistance for the severe storms that hit in April and May. Governor Andy Beshear confirms that individual assistance for Christian and Todd counties was denied, in addition to public assistance being denied for Leslie County. This was related to the deadly storms that hit the region 2 months ago. Federal government also denied Governor Beshear's request for the Hazard Mitigation Assistance Grant Program for the impact of the April flooding and the May tornadoes. FEMA argued the storm impacts did not meet certain criteria for severity and magnitude of damage or losses in the proposed counties. Attorney General Russell Coleman announcing that plans for 2 new coal plants will move forward in Mercer and Jefferson counties. Settlement involved extending the life cycles for the Mill Creek 2 and the Ghent Generating Station while the new plants are built. Gas-powered plants will create 645 megawatts of power each and cost $1.4 billion to build. The settlement needs approval from the Public Service Commission before construction can begin. The mayor of Lexington, Linda Gordon, is going to be running for re-election. Made the announcement yesterday. Her bid to go for a third term as mayor. Took office in 2019 after winning a runoff election in November of 2018. The mayor says she will continue to focus on violent crime as rates trend downward. A man who allegedly fired multiple rounds at police in Bardstown last night, now under arrest. It happened on Evergreen Court near the American Fuji Steel plant. 43-year-old Travis Bowman was allegedly firing from inside a home. I'm Matt Reese.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
David is a real Prevagen user, and this is his story.
Nice to meet you. My name is David. I've been a pharmacist for 44 years, and I'm from Flowery Branch, Georgia. When I first started taking Prevagen, I noticed stuff just seemed to come together and fit like a jigsaw puzzle. When I have customers come in, I recommend Prevagen. Number one, because it's safe and effective, does not require a prescription, and I've been taking it quite a while myself, and I know it works. I wouldn't recommend something like Prevagen if I didn't think it was worth it because it works so good for me. And I love it when the customers come back in and tell me, David, that really works so good. Makes my day.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Testimonialist was compensated for their time.
This is Caraway at Mattresses and More on Houstonville Road in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, stop by and check us out. New items arriving weekly, and we sell off the floor. Buy it today and take it home today. We offer layaway and 12 months same as cash with approved credit.
Thank you, Caraway. Again, buy it today, take it home today. Living room suits, bedroom suits, dinette sets, recliners, and more. From Mattresses and More, Southland Plaza next to Ace Hardware. For the cycling enthusiast, it's not a race, it's a journey. Start your journey at Danville Bike and Footwear and get ready for the cycling season with a new bike or a tune-up. Danville Bike and Footwear features both specialized and Trek products and is now receiving shipments of new e-bikes. Come in and custom build your dream bike or refurbish that bike you've been waiting to ride all winter. Pedal on into Danville Bike and Footwear, located 417 West Main Street in beautiful downtown Danville, a place where adventure and comfort ride together.
The day you look forward to every year is happening this Saturday, 11 to 2 in Danville at Kurtzinger's Sunrise Outfitters on Stanford Road. It's our annual Customer Appreciation Day, celebrating their 53rd anniversary. Stop by and register to win door prizes. You must be present to win these. They give them away like every 20 minutes. Plus, they have free caps, free t-shirts, free fishing rods, free burgers, free hot dogs, free Pepsi products, and a free bounce house for the kids. Free cotton candy. Plus, new this year is an inflatable axe throwing game for the kids. Don't fail to register at Kurtzinger Sunrise Outfitters for one of 3 super grand prizes. You don't have to be present to win these. A Hoyt Torex bow, $800 value. A Matthews lift bow, a $1,500 value. And last but not least, a Raven Cross bow, $1,800 value. It's our annual Customer Appreciation Day, the 53rd anniversary of Kurtzinger Sunrise Outfitters, this Saturday in Danville on Stanford Road. Broadcast live 11 to 2 on Z105.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
Okay, Riley, it's brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you by calling Mark or Chris for a free quote. 859-236-6686. 93 is your high today. The heat index into the triple digits. And it's the last really hot day we get for the next couple, which is good news. We're going to be 10 to 15 degrees lower than what we've had average-wise over this hot stretch. 81 is the high tomorrow. Saturday, sunny and 83. Sunday, partly sunny and 83. It's 9:35 in the morning. And Thursdays here in the show are known as Morning Point Thursdays. And here's Jim Parman.
The following is a paid program.
Told you. And we welcome on to the show. It's Vicki and Kristen. Good morning, ladies. How are you all?
Good morning. We're doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. We got a phone call in here.
Oh.
They may have a question. We'll see. Good morning. You're on a Joe Show. Good morning. You're on a Joe Show. What do you think the odds were as a spam call?
Oh,
Probably highly likely.
I thought it was a move-in.
It's like they being spammers and scammers.
Yeah.
9 o'clock in the morning hits, and it's like they set the world on fire. 8:59, nah. 6 o'clock in the morning, nah.
Thank
but
goodness.
It's like they work a 9 to 5 too, trying to scam you out of money.
Yeah.
So they got to get there. Nah, that's when the phone calls. I don't get it. Like they don't come before 9 o'clock, but then once 9 o'clock hits,
Well,
they typically
they're being respectful.
They
I
are. We appreciate that.
Yeah, it's nice of them. Let's see. Morning Point. You all have got Seniors Got Talent. We've been talking about this every week for like the last 3 months.
Yes.
And it is coming up September the 9th. Is that the date?
Yeah,
for Seniors Got
it
Talent?
is. At the Opry House in Lexington.
Mm-hmm. So tell us, in terms of the deadline, is that over for...
It's over. So
It's
the
gone.
auditions for this area are over. They were over July 25th. We had auditions in my building, the assisted living building, and we actually had 2 acts that were chosen to go on to the big show from this area.
Can you tell us who it was?
Yes, I just have to think about the names.
Yeah, mine went blank.
I
'cause
know
put you on the
Keith
spot.
Keith Whitley was one. He was a singer, and
Wait
then
a minute,
from
wait,
my
wait.
building.
Keith Whitley?
see, I told you I had to think about the names.
Like
that
the
could be
country-
wrong.
the country singer in the
no,
80s?
Hold on, what is it?
It's Williams? Keith Williams.
Keith Williams.
Keith Whitley died like 30 years ago.
That's
What?
He's
This
back.
is-
why it's-
This is remarkable.
That's why we're so impressed with this talent.
That guy is good. All right,
Keith Williams, I'm so sorry.
Did he do Keith Whitley, or did you just have Keith Whitley in
I
your
think I
head?
just made that up.
All right, so what did Keith Williams do? What was his talent?
He was a singer.
Yeah.
A pretty
And
good singer, then.
He was a good singer.
Good.
And then
He's from my building.
okay. Yeah.
Wait, he was a resident in your building?
No. No, he volunteers and does
okay,
live
all right.
music for us all the time.
I was going to say, this story is getting great.
We're going off the rails
We're
again.
starting rumors
Well,
this morning
that's
like
okay.
crazy.
Keith Williams. Who's the other one?
JR. Mr. Fields. I can't think.
Junior.
Yes, Junior.
And he's a pastor.
Yes.
He's a preacher.
Yes, 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 yes.
Is he sing?
And he has a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
And he sang too.
Josephus.
It was so good. And so, yeah, they're both going to the big show
Yes.
from this area. So if you're
really
listening, you should log on to Ticketmaster and go ahead and get your tickets
Okay.
so that you can come and support them.
What is the cost for tickets?
It's $10 plus the
Ah,
Ticketmaster fees.
Not
But
bad.
what's really cool is all the proceeds goes to the Morning Point Foundation, which gives back to local nursing scholarships.
There you go. So Keith Williams, Junior Fields, congratulations. You all have got the golden ticket.
Yes.
We're going to Hollywood type celebration. Yeah. So
And we just found out yesterday, so I apologize that
That's fine.
I messed up the names.
That's right.
how many times I mess up on a morning basis? A ton.
I was going to say how many.
I didn't count this
Well,
morning,
two
but I
when
think
we
it's
walked
like
in the
8.
door.
Sorry, so that's coming up on September 9th. What else is going on in Morning Point? In the month of September, you do have a cruise-in
We do.
that you're
So-
doing. Tell us about the cruise-in.
Yeah, so we are starting to plan our cruise in September 13th, and it's going to be a campus-wide event, and there's going to be lots of old cars, and then we are planning to have things like food trucks and then different activities for kids.
Right.
So definitely like a big family event.
Live music.
Live music, yep. So definitely more details to come. We'll be talking about that more as we get things planned.
The Elkhorn Pickers will be coming.
Nice.
Yeah, they're great.
They'll be picking,
They'll be picking.
because that's what they do.
Yeah.
They do.
The Elkhorn Pickers, I've heard of them before.
They are-
They've been a standard at Morning Point
Yes.
events, right? They're
Yes.
a popular
they
group
were
at
at
Morning
last
Point.
year's cruise in, and they are phenomenal.
They are. And then right now we still are doing our crayon drive or our school supply drive. So you can drop off school supplies to either Vicky's building, the memory care building, or my building, assisted living, and we will distribute those to community schools in this area.
But most importantly, we have immediate availability at our assisted living and our memory care community.
That's right.
Okay. And this is the last day of the month.
It
It
is.
is the last day
Yeah,
of the
we
month.
do have an awesome July incentive going on. So if that's something that you've been thinking about and you're ready to make that move, you don't necessarily have to physically move in today,
Sign
but we
the
could
lease
get
agreement.
that lease agreement going, and you could
Okay.
get that.
Just as long as you sign the dotted line today.
That's right. And you could get that awesome incentive that we have going on. So if it's something that you've been thinking about, give us a call. I'm Kristen at 859-306-0202.
And I'm Vicki. I am with the memory care community of Morning Point, and I'm at 859-965-1008.
There you go. So what is the incentive?
You move in you sign the lease agreement by the end of July, and your third month is free.
It's pretty
That's
good
October.
savings.
October.
And
That's huge.
that's a 31-day month.
That's right.
Right? So you're actually, you're getting the
bonus.
best benefit because
That's
it's
right.
the most
You're
days
smart.
in a month.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You can't have 32
For
days.
free.
For free.
For free.
For free.
You're
Can't
living
beat
there
it.
for free in October. Hey, Junior Field is listening to us right now. So
Hey.
shout out to
Hey,
Junior.
Junior.
He's going to be.
Congratulations.
He's going to the Opera
We're so
House
proud of
in
you.
Lexington. Yeah, and he's going to be doing some singing there on September the 9th. All right, so cruise in. Seniors Got Talent. School supply drive. Immediate availability. You all, after this show is over, are heading to Red Rooster.
That's right.
So what are y'all doing there besides eating breakfast?
Well, we love to eat breakfast, but we
do.
also love to just be out in the community and meet people, and we want to buy your coffee. So no pressure to come and talk to us, but we will be set up at Red Rooster. We'll have marketing information or just information about Morning Point if you're interested. But
Or
if
just
not,
say
we're
hi.
just going to buy your coffee.
Right.
Yep.
Just come by, say hi.
It's got to be better than the coffee I made this morning.
I agree with that.
I don't drink coffee, but I would bet money on it.
Wow. Neither one of you even tasted my coffee, and you just have the
I
belief
wouldn't know if it
that
was good or bad.
that I stink at making coffee.
I just know Red Rooster's so good at everything that they make.
Here's
so.
the problem with my coffee is I ran out of my Folgers that I use, and I realized that one morning coming to work, and so I had to grab coffee from the house that Rebecca doesn't even use. So the coffee that I grabbed is not even good enough for Rebecca to make in the morning. It is Starbucks coconut coffee.
Oh. Yeah.
And
And
it's-
that's
I mean,
probably
it
like
is.
stale and old.
Well, no, she just bought it like a month ago, so it's still good.
Oh, it's
but
still good.
I mean, like it's fresh, but it doesn't. I don't want my coffee to have a coconut taste.
Mhm.
I want it to have a coffee taste.
Right.
I don't drink coffee where it tastes like coconuts.
Or just drink
I'm
coconut
not a maniac.
juice.
Yeah, or
Not
just
a
drink coconut
maniac.
water.
Not a maniac.
Coconut coffee. All right, Red Rooster, breakfast. What's your go-to order for breakfast from there, Kristen?
Oh, this is.
You seem to like breakfast.
Hold on.
Buckle
Hold your
up.
hat, everybody. Hold
Is
your
this-
hats.
Okay, it's toast with butter, hash browns with cheese, crispy bacon, and a pancake. Don't judge me, you guys.
Sorry, it's double hash browns with cheese.
Yes. And then I'll skip lunch and I will eat dinner because I'm going to be starving by tonight.
Yeah, but that's your. What about you, Vicky?
I like grits.
She likes grits.
Oh, grits are good.
Yep.
Do you like grits?
I've never had a grit.
Oh. But I like my eggs over medium.
Never have even had a single grit. Has
not
not even
even
ever
one.
entered her mouth. not even
one.
like a spoonful, one grit.
Nope. Nothing.
All right, so grits.
We're not going to talk about what Kristen can and cannot do. That's a whole nother show.
I'm sure the grits and butter and salt
Yes,
make
and
them
then
good.
crispy,
All right.
crispy bacon and coffee.
I'm a crispy bacon fan
Me too.
Yeah,
Me
my
too.
bacon's got to be crispy. I don't want it wiggling.
No.
And you said in coffee?
Coffee, absolutely.
I'll give you a
But
taste of
I
mine
don't
if
want
you want.
butter.
If
I
you
don't
can-
want butter on my toast. I like my toast dry.
It's hard to beat a Morning Point breakfast. I love breakfast at work too, but the days that we're on the radio and then we go to Red Rooster, it is a nice little treat.
Yes. Yeah.
But
Well, what do they serve for breakfast at Morning Point?
oh my gosh,
yeah,
biscuits
it's-
and gravy
Yeah.
every day are always on the menu, and then
Every
there's-
day?
every
Yes.
single day. That's
Wow.
like a staple.
Right.
And then we're gonna have like yogurt parfaits, cereal,
Eggs to order.
omelets, bacon, sausage.
Wow.
Pretty much everything
Yeah.
that you could
They
get at a
usually
restaurant.
They usually have like a chef's choice
Mm-hmm.
in the morning, but then you can have, the a la carte. You can have your eggs to order. You can have bacon. You can have the sausage. You can have the oatmeal. Things like
So
that.
they're basically like
It's a restaurant.
yeah,
It's a restaurant.
yeah, walking into a Cracker Barrel there.
Yeah.
You're like, I want my eggs over easy. I want my bacon crispy.
Yeah.
I want my coffee hot, and I want my milk and my cereal cold.
That's right.
Oh man, that
exactly.
sounds good.
And all of it happens.
All of it happens.
every day.
How does it work like lunch and dinner? Because the chef has eventually got to go home. He or she can't be there all day long, 24/7. So like,
Our chef is pretty much there though for all meals.
Okay.
Definitely. And then we have other people that, cook that are under our chef. Our chef's name is Chris. He is phenomenal. But
good.
definitely his recipes, and then everyone in our kitchen is really good, and our food is delicious. And we've gone out and we've catered different lunches at physician offices or rehab centers, and we always get so many compliments on our lunches.
Our chicken salad wraps.
it's
are really
interesting. So
amazing.
you all will like cater, go out and hey, we want to talk about Morning Point. You got the chef catering.
absolutely. Yes.
We do outside marketing to
Like lunch and
physician-
learns.
Yeah,
I like
to
chicken
different
salad. You should cater a chicken salad sandwich to me next Thursday.
Oh, we can
Absolutely.
do
We
that.
will do that. We'll drop off lunch to you.
That's
10
right.
o'clock in the morning, chicken salad sandwiches have grapes in it.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm in.
So
He's
I'm
done.
I'm Vicky.
I
I'm
am
in
in.
the
I
memory
love
care
grapes.
community, and Candy is our chef.
Okay.
So in my building, and I think it's in yours too, lunch is the larger meal of the day.
Right.
And that's usually a chef's choice. But then we have always available options as well. So we may have, baked spaghetti or baked Zita for lunch, but then we always have salads and chicken tenders, and if you want breakfast for lunch, we can have breakfast for lunch.
What if you being the resident, what if the resident gets hungry in between meals?
We have snacks,
we have
all
snack
day,
breaks.
every day,
Yeah.
and we have a hydration station where we have things like ice water, sweet tea, unsweet tea, lemonade, every juice in the world, milk. Really, whatever our residents want.
This is their home.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they have food in their room, too, maybe
Yeah,
that they bought or whatever. But if they don't feel like eating that,
Right.
let's see what Morning Point's got in the snack area
Right.
today.
Yeah.
They'll-
And if you're up at 2 a.m. because you can't sleep and you want a bowl of cereal, we got you.
Love it. Morning Point. They're keeping everybody fat and happy, eating well, and again,
Living life.
living life, and the chef is doing his and her thing.
Yes,
That's right.
absolutely.
Good stuff. Morning Point Senior Living. You got the Lantern, the Alzheimer's care unit, the only standalone building in the state of Kentucky with 2 different cognitive memory care units in it. The Lantern, 859-965-1008, or Assisted Living, which is where Kristen is. Vicky's in the Lantern, Kristen Assisted Living, 859-306-0202. It's 9:47 in the morning. It's 78 degrees here in Danville. And we're back after this, finishing up with Morning Point on The Joe Show.
In Kentucky, we know the unexpected can strike at any moment, whether it's a tornado, flood, or severe storm. Being prepared could save lives. That's why it's vital to have an emergency plan. Know where your local shelter is. Keep an emergency kit with essentials like water, food, and medicine, and make sure your family has a communication plan in place. Boyle County, we're stronger when we are prepared. For more information on how to get ready, visit Boyle County Health Department's Division of Emergency Preparedness online at boylehealth.com. Stay safe, stay ready. This message was brought to you by your friends at the Boyle County Health Department.
Experience family fun with a Kentucky twist at Kentucky Kingdom Theme and Water Park. New for 2025, surround yourself with the beauty of Kentucky as you explore Discovery Meadow, a delightful new adventure featuring exciting new rides, beloved characters, and tasty treats to savor. Create unforgettable family memories while celebrating the bold spirit of Kentucky. Get 2 days of fun for one great price. Buy online only for just $49.99 at KentuckyKingdom.com/special offer.
This message is from Sunrise Children's Services. Did you know it can take just 3 months to become a foster parent with Sunrise Children's Services? Want to win a Sunrise prize package? Go to sunrise.org/trivia and answer this week's trivia question. Sunrise.org/trivia. How long does it take to become a foster parent with Sunrise? Your answer, approximately 3 months. Go to sunrise.org/trivia to enter. Sunrise.org/trivia. Good luck.
Authentic Mexican grocery store, cakes, fresh produce, piñatas, boots, belts, and more. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. Family owned and operated, offering the best Mexican products created. La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. And to make your tummy smile, Taco Yumas, the on-site food truck that's also available for catering and events. So where do you go for authentic Mexican product? La Michoacana Mexican grocery store. In Danville on Houstonville Road.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
You know who this is playing?
We don't have headphones on.
Keith Whitley.
Exactly right.
Yes.
You don't even have headphones on, but Kristen knew where I was going with it.
I knew.
Says, I'm no stranger to the rain, one of the all-time great Keith Whitley songs. And he did a great job singing at Morning Point the other day.
Going on to the big show.
Yeah. Maybe he can make it. God believe in him. All right, 9:51.
You cannot say we don't have fun.
No, we have fun. This is why, we come in and we talk about the seriousness of Morning Point, and there certainly is a seriousness to senior care.
Yes.
But you have fun, too.
That's right.
I mean, the residents aren't living there like just looking at the paint dry on the wall. They're having a ball. They're having fun.
That's right.
And it starts with the employee. Y'all got to have fun for the residents to have fun.
That's right.
So.
Gotta laugh.
And we laugh every week when me and Vicki have our joke off. Vicki, do you have a joke for this week? You think? Yeah, I'll let you find yours.
Hang on.
I mean, I can go ahead and do mine if you want.
Do yours.
All right. You ready for mine?
Yep.
See, Vicki's not paying attention though. She's looking for her joke, so she won't grasp my joke if her brain is looking for something else.
I'm a woman. I can multitask.
All right. Rebecca asked me if I thought our kids were spoiled. You know what I told her?
What?
I think all the kids smell like that. All right.
Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants?
Because he ripped a hole in one.
No, in case he got a hole in one.
Okay, that was good, though.
Yeah, but I got it right.
Yeah, you definitely got it.
But it's not a golf reference. A hole in one is a golf
He
reference.
said a hole in one.
That's what I said.
He said in case he ripped a hole in one.
I listened to your joke. I didn't
You
listen
didn't even
to mine.
listen to my response to your joke. What in the world?
I'm Team Joe on this one.
Thank you. All right, here's the one I told this morning for my dad joke of the day. And, it's the more kids you have, the less serious you take some stuff that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, the first child eats dirt. You call the doctor. You're panicked.
Yes.
Second child eats dirt. You clean out their mouth, make sure they're okay. Third child eats dirt. You start to wonder, do I still need to make dinner?
Absolutely not.
No, eat. Did you have enough dirt?
That's right.
Did you eat enough? All right.
Roughage in that.
Yeah. Morning Point. You all do safety assessments for
Yes.
individuals. You come to their house.
Mm-hmm.
You make sure that they're okay and safe and that there's no hazards in their home.
It's just a good idea to get a fresh set of eyes on something.
Yeah.
And it's no obligation. So even if you're not thinking about assisted living right now, but you're just curious, what measures could be in place to make my home more safe or my loved one's home more safe, Vicki and I are happy to come into the home, take a look around, and let you know some things, some modifications that you could make to make your home more safe. And it could be things as simple as
Moving an end table.
Moving furniture, removing a rug, maybe organizing your refrigerator a little easier. So
Or
it's
your pantry so you don't have to reach up
Reach
so
up
high.
for something.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So that's something that we offer. You can give us a call to schedule that. I'm Kristen. I'm at the Assisted Living Building, and it's 859-306-0202.
And I'm Vicki. I'm at the Memory Care Community at Morning Point, and I'm at 859-965-1008.
Yeah, Morning Point.
And another thing we can do in home that's really cool is we both have a therapy group in our building. So we offer physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy if needed. And we can actually bring the Weston group into your home as well, and they will actually stage you for
A cognitive impairment, where
Yes.
you're at in your dementia diagnosis.
Yeah, so you all do that coming into people's houses, but you also welcome people into your buildings. Vicki, we know you have the Alzheimer's support group every third Monday?
Every third Monday.
Third Monday,
We had
so
such an amazing crowd this last week.
yeah, that would have been July 21st,
Yes,
about 10 days
huge
ago,
crowd.
which means the next one is August the 18th.
Right.
What time does that start, Vicki, and who's invited to that?
Everybody is invited. It starts at 6 p.m. And if you need some help with your loved one because it's not safe to leave them at home because you are the caregiver, just let us know and bring them with them, and we will keep them safe and entertained.
Hit the wrong button there. Yeah, so that's every third Monday, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
At Morning Point.
PM.
Yeah, 6 o'clock p.m. We don't. 6 o'clock a.m. would be interfering with listening to the Joe Show. So we don't want anybody to not listen to the show because you're doing something else. Vicki, or I'm sorry, not Vicki, Kristen.
Yes.
I've been in Vicki's building multiple times. I've been in your building once, and I was in there for the Easter egg hunt that you all had.
yes.
And that was fun. You all, both buildings are phenomenal. But at your building, Kristen, you welcome groups in to hold meetings and
Yes,
stuff, correct?
yes,
So tell us
absolutely.
about that. For those who have never been in the building before, you're hosting meetings and reunions and things like that. People can utilize that space.
Yeah, just this past weekend, we had a small family reunion. One of our residents had her family in for a family reunion, but you don't have to be a resident to utilize the space. If you have a group, maybe it's a work group or a Bible study, a Girl Scout group, and you need a space to host an event, we have several common areas that can host up to 50 people. So give us a call to come in and take a look and see if our space would work for you. But we love, love, love to have the community in our buildings. It keeps our residents engaged. And then it just invites people in, and it's a great, beautiful space to use.
That's right.
Yeah, and in terms of the community, both buildings, people are invited to, like, if you want to come in and sing, or you want to come in and volunteer.
We love our volunteers.
Yeah, you love people coming in, and this is activities that the residents look forward to. A children's choir coming in and singing, or someone coming and playing guitar, or leading a Bible study, whatever it may be.
Right, and all of those things are wonderful. We enjoy those. But even if you don't have one of those talents, like they asked me point blank, please don't sing with our residents anymore.
Yikes.
Okay, but just come in and sit with our residents and just have a conversation with them. They love that. You don't have to have an amazing talent. You don't have to juggle. You don't have to sing. Just come in and just be yourself.
Just be like a companion.
Yeah, but Vicki, you have got the jokes. So
do.
you should just get your best collection of jokes.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be long, 5-10 minutes or so. Do a little stand-up routine.
That's right. Well, I will be auditioning for Seniors Got Talent in 2 years.
Is that when you qualify?
Yes, that's when I qualify.
So 2 years from now, Vicki. So you got 2 years to get your jokes together.
I got to get them.
You got it.
I get my timing right.
Morning Point, again, incentives moving in if you sign the dotted line by the end of today, which is 5 o'clock.
That's right.
Business time, 5 o'clock, end of today. You will get the incentives. Third month would be free. That would be the month of October of this year. And speaking of October, that's a good month to be at Morning Point. You're getting it free, and then you all in the past have done trick-or-treating events, too.
Halloween is off the chain.
You all get crazy at Morning Point. I've been for the trick-or-treating event multiple times, and it is something. It's something to behold. So much candy. So many people there.
Yes. That's what I love about Morning Point is we're always thinking of creative ways to have the community in and give back to the community because Danville's been so good to Morning Point for over a decade.
And our residents love it. They love seeing all the little costumes as the kids, do a little parade around our little area, and they adore it.
Yeah.
They love seeing the multi-generational kids.
That's right.
And the kids, they have a good time, too.
Kristen, you mentioned Danville's been so good to Morning Point, and I mean, the proof's in the pudding, right? When you've had a community be so good to you that you're willing to build a second building.
Oh, absolutely.
That's right.
Because you all have invested in the community, they've invested in you all, right? This mutual partnership, and to be able to build a second building just proves how supportive the community has been to you all. So, if you have any questions, again, assisted living, 859-306-0202. The Alzheimer's Care and Dementia Care Unit is the Lantern, which is the first Morning Point building that was built. That's 859-965-1008. Vicki there at the Lantern would love to sit down with you, talk with you about what the schedule looks like for those in the memory care unit, and then Kristen would love to as well for those in the assisted living. At Morning Point, every Thursday we talk with Vicki and Kristen here at Morning Point. Ladies, you all go have a great breakfast at Red Rooster, okay?
Thanks so much.
There's that sad music again. That means my time has come to an end of the Joe Show. Had a blast with you all on this Thursday morning. Hoping the start to this work day just a little bit more bearable for you. I'm Joe Mathis signing off. I'm back with you tomorrow morning, dark and early, on Danville's one-stop shop for local news, local events, and local voices, The Joe Show. AM 1230 in the brand new 103.9 FM, WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. Till then, God bless. Have a great, fun, and safe Thursday afternoon. Curtis McPeak's Home Sweet Home leads us home, sweet home. Kentucky Sports Radio's coming your way next.
This is the talk of the town